Said we gonna roll up, roll up. Say, oh shit, that thing's on. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we're live. Bring it back here for now. All right, all right, all right, all right. Um, Yo, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? Make some noise. Cool, gotta make sure that microphone works. All right, what's going on? My name is DJ Seaweed, because I see weed and I smoke it. And I'm gonna be doing way too much shit tonight because my team's not here, but that's cool. Hey, all right, all right. I got a teammate here, but the whole team ain't here. Damn it. So, yeah. Up first, we got Connor Hannup in the building. Let's do this.
All right, hey guys, hey, give it up to Seaweed, everybody. Give it up to Seaweed and the other guy who looks like he's skateboarding while hunting. Okay. You gonna do a sick kickflip and bring home a 12-point? Is that what you're doing? No, second time here. Thank you very much for doing this, Seaweed and other, I don't know, Republican maybe. Yeah, so my name is Connor Hanna. I feel like I'm in AA right now. This is fucking terrifying. No, but I want to tell some stories, guys. I want to tell some stories. Are you ladies okay with stories? You like stories? Stories are fun. Stories, they got like a beginning, middle, and end. Those are cool. All right, let's all get real right now. We all love the moment when we get home from driving drunk and we're like, ooh, we made it. Isn't that a great moment? Yeah. It's pretty amazing, you know. Like when you get home, you go, whew, I'm definitely doing that again. For sure I'm doing that again. I had that moment on Monday of this week, and I'm not proud of it. I don't recommend it. Definitely, kids, don't drive drunk. YouTube audience, don't drive drunk. Unless you keep getting away with it. In which case, who am I to judge, all right? I'm not a cop. Wink. But no, man, I was doing a show on Monday. I was feeling kind of hungry, you know, because those Johnny Walker Reds, they really just they burn up your calories, man. You got to get calories in you fast. And I did a little Google search, feeling a little tipsy. Did a little Google search, and I'm like, Google, who's open right now? It was 9:43. Who's open right now? And all they came up was like Chipotle. You know, I wanted something that wasn't like Taco Bell or McDonald's or Burger King. And so I saw Chipotle. Chipotle is one of my favorite like drunk foods to eat. So you get all that rice in you, all that protein, make you feel like you're not being a piece of shit. It's pretty nice. And so 9:43, I start driving around the streets of Tucson looking for a Chipotle that's open. And I go down where Kolb turns into Grant. You all know, right across from the Dinosaur McDonald's. There's a Chipotle there. Yeah, and that's what I thought too. I'm like, I'm home free right now. I'm going to get exactly what I want. And then I see that all of the chairs are upside down on the tables, and I'm like, it says 10 o'clock. Their chairs are upside down. They must be closed. I haven't updated their hours. All right, on to the next one. Go to the Grant and Swan Chipotle, okay, right down the street. And I see the same thing. Girl on her phone mopping up the lobby with chairs upside down. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance. On the off chance that they're trying to deter me, a drunk, okay? No, I'm not. I'm going to take the chance right now. You know that moment right before you pull on like a door where you know it's probably closed, and then it just swings open, and you feel like a fucking just royalty. Oh my God, I felt so happy to ruin their fucking lives that night. So happy. Just flung it open. The girl, slow motion, dropped the phone from her shoulder. She's like, no. It was incredible. I walk up there, nobody in line. I'm just like, yeah. And then like the three people behind the counter started scurrying behind the counter. They just moved 4 feet to the right to maintain their conversation they were having about fucking Plan B or whatever. And then I get up there, and the girl is just baffled that I am this brazen. Yeah, I am. I'm 3 Johnny Walkers deep. You bet I'm this fucking brazen right now. And I start just ordering, just stacking it on. I get the cilantro lime rice. I see that they don't have black beans, but I go, hey, do you have black beans? And they go, no. And I'm like, fine, pinto beans. Drain it, okay? Drain the pinto beans. I don't want that juicy shit on my white rice. I double up the garlic guajillo steak. She just layers it on, dude. Almost like she's not measuring, which is crazy. And then get some queso on there. Just get whatever. And I just feel so happy to be the only person. Yes, a little bit of that. Thank you. Okay. And then I get up there, and the bowl is $20 fucking dollars. $20 for one bowl for one person, which is robbery, dude. So you know what I did? I paid for my shit, and I said nothing. And then I walked past the condiment bar, and I was like, ooh, shit, a fork. And I went to go grab the fork, and then I just snagged all the Tabasco, and I threw it in my bag, and I just walked out. And then I came back in because I was like, I need napkins. I need to get napkins, too. And then I grabbed the rest of their Tabasco, and I threw it in my bag. This is a true story. There's nothing about this that has been changed. I definitely stole all the Tabasco from a Chipotle. And then the awkward moment is that when you got to go home to your girlfriend and her dad, just full with just Tabasco in your pockets, that's really weird. I come in like with just Tabasco in my back pockets, and I got to do like the backwards walk into the kitchen, like, hey, how you guys doing? So I don't have to explain it, you know. And I just opened the pantry door, and I'm like, hey, my night was good, okay. And they can't see me. That was great. All right, let's do another joke. Yeah, give it up for that joke, guys. Give it up for that true story, actually. I've been with a girl now, my girlfriend Audrey, for 3+ years now. Give it up for relationships. Relationships are amazing. The whole audience is like, we beg to differ, actually. They actually kind of fucking suck. No, my girlfriend, she's an incredible woman. I love her so much. But I feel like every person in here, they all have a plan. You know, everybody in here has a plan for what they would do after. Like, in case they ever break up or, like, a significant other passes away, they all got a plan for, like, who they're going to go after, you know, when that happens. And my girlfriend, she's great, but she's a little short. I'm 6'3". Hurts my neck when I kiss her. All right? I'm a sweetheart. So she's 5'5". She's a little short little girl. She's so sweet. I think what I'm going to go for, if we ever break up, is tall girl. I gotta go tall girl. And when I say tall girl, I don't mean like 5'9", 5'10". Sorry. That Tabasco is really burning my throat. 5'9", 5'10". I don't mean 5'9", 5'10". I'm talking like 6 foot fucking 17. That's what I want. I want just the center for any WNBA team. That's what whatever names of the teams there are, that's one of them. That's the one that I want, you know. I don't think you guys understand. I want her neck to have a knee in it. That's what I want. I want her doctor to mistakenly prep her esophagus for ACL surgery. That's what I want. Is this joke as bad as I feel like it is? no clapping from the hunter. Usually when the hunter claps, they just murdered something, but no. That's what I want. That's what I want. I really want, I don't know, I fantasize about that sometimes, you know? Just like, because I feel like tall girls need love and they don't get love, you know? And I feel like the next best thing that they can get is a guy who's like my height, 6'3". Otherwise, they got to be like fucking LeBron James. And, you know, not everyone's a champion, but I am. No, I just, because at 6'3", you know, you don't, everybody still has those instincts in them. They want to be coddled. They want to be like loved and embraced, you know, just be enveloped in just pure love. And I can't do that at my size, you know, but with her, I could be her little baby. I could be her baby, you know, just get burped, you know, get my diaper changed. I feel like you guys are vibing with this, but let me go on further. Let me go a little bit further into this. I'm just saying, like, she'll change my diaper, and I'll love it, and she'll love it. That's what she wants. That's the kind of girl that I want, okay? Like, have you ever, all I'm saying is, like, just the more awkward the 69, the better. That's what I want. You're trying not to laugh, but you're laughing. You're laughing right now. You're trying to hide it, but I feel like you don't like what I'm doing to your mind right now. Like I'm making you imagine it, but that's the whole point of this bit. It's supposed to be visual. You're supposed to be imagining me 69ing a 6'17" girl. Okay? You ever like tried to feed a giraffe at the zoo and they like can't quite reach it? That's what I like they can't, you know, get their tongue out enough. They're like, ooh, almost got the carrot. And then I can be like a little otter, you know, trying to grab her boobies. This is terrible. I love this so much. This is what I love about comedy is that I enjoy it even if they don't. I also I tried steroids. Yeah, steroids. That was a fun time. It was a real fun. Yeah, give it up for steroids. Yeah. Yeah, steroids are incredible, an amazing time. They make you feel invincible. You're not, but they make you feel invincible. You ever wondered like what it's like to walk into any room and just know that you can murder anyone with your bare hands? That's what steroids is like. It's great. But if you're a man and you're going to do steroids, you should not do steroids unless you have some ball to give, you know, because it makes your balls shrink. They're gone. They're going to go bye-bye. And I wish I knew that before I did them. I really do. It was very demeaning to me because I was on a streak, you know. I was just like I was talking to dating as many women as I could at the same time. That was like years ago, okay? Just tell my girlfriend that I said that. And it's terrible in the dating scene because if you like show up to like a girl's house and you're just 255 pounds with the tiniest nutsack in the world, like they're gonna start saying some things, you know. They're gonna start saying terrible things. Like one girl said that it looked like Skittles dropped in a baby sock. It was terrible. Another girl said that it looked like a coin purse for Keebler elves. Terrifying. I also slept with this bodybuilder girl, and she said I looked like a semi with truck nuts on it. Yeah, it's terrible. What? All right. I'll do one more, and I'll get the fuck out of here and stop embarrassing myself. Let me stand up proudly for this one. Well, maybe I'm white. I shouldn't say proud, but so my dad over COVID, I got to know my father a little bit better. Okay, because you're forced in with like your family. You're forced in with all the people that you really didn't care to know anymore about, you know. And that was me and my dad. I learned a lot about my dad. I learned that my dad is actually a pretty awesome guy, you know. But on Percocet, he's pretty fucking racist. Okay. That's the only situation where you can be like, it was the drugs, man. That's really the only. I had to drive him home from surgery one day, and so he couldn't drive. The doctor said, like, take 2 of these, you can't drive. And so he called me, and I picked him up from the, oral surgery. And on the way home, he was doing all this stuff where for some people, Percocet is a downer, but for my dad, it was like Molly. He was just like ecstasy. He was just like dancing around and like turning on the music, rolling the windows up and down, you know? I was like, I've never seen the side of my dad. This is fucking awesome. And then a car swerved into our lane. And then he goes, that's pulled pork. It's terrible. And Tabasco. Fuck. Car swerves into our lane. And he just goes, whoa, watch out, you fucking Mexican. And I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. And I was like, I'm pretty fucking embarrassed to be your son right now. And I pull forward and I see that the guy was white. And I go, all right, Dad, the guy was white. And he goes, fucking white Mexicans. What do you know? Like he just found a clue or something, you know? And then he goes, those are new. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about, dude? I pay, like, every 6 months. Canelo Alvarez, I pay to see that guy fight every 6 months. They're a real thing, dude. They're not the Loch Ness Monster, okay? They exist, all right? And also, you said it like those are new, like it's a new set of Jordans hitting the shelf, you know? Yeah, Canelo 5s, dude. Those things are sick. You haven't found those yet? All right, guys, that's been my time. Give it up for Seaweed. DJ Seaweed, everybody.
Woo! Man, you like them really tall. I mean, tall people, right? I'd shake your hand, but I got too much shit in my hands. This has become a dick mic. I'm going to go ahead and move it over here because that looked kind of funny. You guys just need to laugh a little louder now, that's all. Yo, next up, Kevin Maloney.
Oh, man. I don't know if I should sit in the stool. I'm the only person who look more ridiculous than Connor sitting in that stool. Like a giant child just waiting to be scolded. I think I look too fat sitting down like that. I got to stay standing up. Put on like 30 pounds since COVID started and didn't buy any new clothes, so it's just a fucking kind of an embarrassment. Got a lot of baby tees these days. Yeah. Baby tees, baby tees. Oh, I forgot what I was going to talk about today. The government's talking about getting rid of TikTok, or are there any influencers here tonight? Yeah. Of course, Rich. Are you TikTok as well? I thought you were an Instagram hoe. All over the place. Yeah, I don't know. I'm cool with it because I mean, it's the Chinese spyware part's not cool, but then also like there's a couple personal reasons. Like one, I don't have to see my teenage daughter go into an involuntary spasm every time a certain fucking song comes on the radio. She's like, does like the whole fucking minute-long dance, won't stop. Like it has to finish it. And this, I don't know when it happened that we went from like teens being embarrassed by their parents in public to like the opposite way around, where I'm like at a restaurant with her and I'm just like scooting away. I'm like, I don't know this bitch. What's going on? And everyone's giving me these looks like I'm a bad father. It's like, she's having an epileptic seizure and you're just leaving? I'm like, no, she's fine. She's fine. I mean, not in the head, but she's fine. It's fucking kids these days, man. I'll throw this little side bit in here because I think Tony did a joke about Italians at the last place, and then everyone started doing Italian jokes. And I didn't have any good Italian jokes, but it did bring back a traumatic memory from my teenage years. I was like with my mom and a group of her friends. We were outside, and they were talking about someone. It was like an actor or a soccer player or something like that. And they're like, "Oh, I hear he's half Italian." And like my mom, without batting an eye, was just like, "Hopefully the bottom half." And I was just like, "Oh God, how many Italians has my mom fucked?" She's like, Italia 80, that World Cup, let's just say, woo. And that was the year I was born. think it was actually Italian 90. I don't know. I get those things mixed up. But yeah, so second reason for TikTok that I want to kind of get rid of it is it's going to be bad like name confusion with my upcoming app, Dick Docs. Now, you guys don't seem that impressed. I'll give you like the Shark Tank pitch on this. Ladies, I don't know if you're in the right demographic for this, but are you swamped by a barrage of unsolicited dick pics? Join Dick Docs. All you have to do, you get one of these offending phallus photos, you upload it to our app along with the name of the sender, and we attach it to an email and send it to his mother with just the subject line, "You raised this guy?" But you're saying, Kevin, half the time I don't know who I'm getting these from. I've got a first name at best. Well, that's where our soon-to-be award-winning cock recognition software will find the owner of that boner, send that email to his mom post-haste. But Kevin, you say, what if his mom's dead? Well, we'll let you know. And then you got to do the right thing. Just throw the guy a compliment on his penis. Come on. He's suffered enough, you know? You can make it as a tax write-off. It's a charitable donation, whatever you got to do. We'll send you the paperwork for that. But I do ask one thing. When this does come out, please only adult members of both kinds. I do not want the feds busting my door just being like, why do you have a server full of teen ween? And throw me away the same place they threw Jared from the Subway commercials. Whatever dark hole that is. That was a fall from grace, right? He went from being really famous from dropping down from large pant sizes to probably just dropping his pants for larger sizes than he would have hoped. I wonder how the diet's going. He's still having a foot long every day. It's the low carb kind. It's nothing but meat. It's a good way to shit the pounds. Maybe we should try that. Drop those 30 pounds real quick, gentlemen. You guys hear that story of that female cop in Tennessee about a week ago? She got fired for like letting the rest of the officers in her squad just like run the train on her. How is that a fireable offense? You know, that should be like a Medal of Honor type situation. Because like whatever your opinion of police officers are, they're under a lot of pressure. You know, it's a dangerous job. They're working long hours. It's the type of thing that makes them make the mistakes that we all get really angry about. So she figured out a way to relieve that pressure in the most efficient way possible. Sure, she could have sucked them off one by one. But is that efficient use of cop time and taxpayer dollars? No. She needed a more holistic approach. And that she put all her holes on the table and the couch and the weapons locker. I think they were all over the station. And she got around in every sense of that term. And I don't know. I think BLM should really probably erect a statue to this young cum slut. Because, like, no unarmed black man is getting shot by a police squad who's just had a gangbang. They're in, like, way too good of a mood. And their hands, along with their trigger fingers, are very sensitive from all the high-fiving. They're not going to use those more than they have to. I got a little dark. We'll do one last joke here. So also in the news, you guys all heard about the Chinese spy balloon. So, Biden had the State of the Union coming up this week. He was a little embarrassed about how long it took him to shoot that shit down. So he kind of gave the military carte blanche. He's like, hey, just make sure there's no more inflatable threats out there that we have to deal with. They went a little gung-ho and some mistakes were made. So they would like to apologize to the following groups of people. The participants in the 75th Albuquerque Hot Air Balloon Festival. The 2 pilots of the Goodyear blimp who were just practicing for the Super Bowl. And they'd like to apologize to all the worldwide fans of singer-songwriter Lizzo. She will be missed. All right, guys. Thank you very much. That's my time. I've been Kevin Maloney. Keep going for seaweed.
Yeah, Kevin Maloney. Blimps. Fucking stupid. I was downrange. I was in Afghanistan, and I spent some time taking care of blimps. It's a dumb thing. It's a stupid fucking job to be on a combat outpost and be like, all right, we're putting a blimp up today. We're doing what? Like, yeah, we got a blimp. We expanded. We spent like 2 months making this whole separate part of the base just to put the fucking blimp in it. And we inflate this big stupid balloon in the sky with a camera on it so we could see really far, and it gets shot down every 2 days. You keep taking the damn thing down, and like, all right, here's another 15 bullet holes. And it wasn't until we put the stupid blimp up in the air that they actually started shooting. They shot rockets at the base. That was like a normal thing. It wasn't until they would put the balloon in the air where they started shooting bullets at the base. It was fucked up. Fuck blimps. I see why we shoot it down. You don't know? You don't know? Go. Just shoot it down. Send it. America. Yeah, you'll find out real fast. If you want to shoot at an American patrol, you are going to get shot back at. So that's just America for you right there. Fuck yeah. Next up, he's new up in the building, Jordan White, the Ginger comic.
Thank you.
Yeah, you tell him.
All right, what's up, everybody? I'm going to sit down because this edible is slamming me pretty hard right now. Like you said, my name is Jordan. I am so white, it is my last name. And just a little about me, though. Like, I realize, it's tough out there because I'm a white male. I'm straight. And so when I go on dates, people are always like, oh, well, what's your pronouns? Like, what's your pronouns? And I'm like, he, him. And they're like, you mean the problem? There's a lot of reverb here, huh? Excuse me. So, and then a little bit more about me. I have 10 years of service under my belt. I was married for 9.5 years before getting divorced, and people love to ask me, so you were married for that long, what happened? Did you guys grow apart? Was it a sexless marriage? Did you fall out of love? And I can tell you guys that none of those things happened. In fact, my ex-wife loved to have sex, just not with me. It's okay. We heal. We learn to befriend our demons. And then we become comics. And then also, so obviously, like, I'm used to making long commitments. I can commit to things. And I'm still, hopeful that I can find that long-lasting relationship. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but couples that have been together for a long time tend to pass within a close proximity to one another. And I really think that is a testament to the power of love and the beauty of murder-suicide. And then on that note, I had a friend back in the old days. He was opposite myself. He was what people would call a man's man. So he was into guns, hunting, fishing, whereas I grew up going to art school and loved writing. So people would always ask me, hey, how can you be friends with this guy? Like, you're a nerd and he's all brawn and no brains. Well, one day I came up on him, slumped over his rifle, and I can tell you guys, he had brains.
Oh, no, he didn't.
And so, and then stuff like this comes up when I'm out on dates. Like, they always love to pick and pride. They're like, what's the craziest thing you've seen? And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. And they're like, come on, what's the craziest thing? I can handle it. So I just look at them dead ass, and I'm like, I agreed to this Hinge date. And then they'll keep prying, though. And they're like, come on. They're like, you spent years seeing people on a regular basis just shot, stabbed, hanged. You had to tell parents that their kids were dead. How did you deal with it? Well, like all those people, I kept my eyes on that light at the end of the tunnel. There it is. And then it wasn't always like as dramatic, though. Like, on my years working on the ambulance, we used to sometimes run into family when we'd be leaving the hospital, and they would ask us, how's Grandpa? So we'd have to tell him, he's not with us anymore. He's with the nurses and doing great. And then I do, so I try to get out there. I try to take, like, my old patients, their advice where they say, oh, just get on the dating apps. You'll probably meet somebody nice. Not so much. It's more like you got to strap on galoshes to wade through that cesspool. And I say this because it seems to be a lot of OnlyFans girls, the Instagram models, and people just so basic, like you would think they shop at TJ Minimums. And you get a lot of people, especially in like the Tucson area, they're into crystals, but not shaving. There's one of them. And so then you have people, they're just like so left. I can't even be right-handed. And then I had this one girl suggest we go on a date. She's like, hey, let's go see a psychic. Let's see if our auras line up. And I'm like, I've never done that before. Why not? So we go, this bigger lady comes out. She's like, hello, I will be the medium. I looked her up and down and was like, nah, you're an extra large. And then you have the other side of the spectrum where you have women that are more conservative in values, I guess you could call it. So they're into, they love America, they love God, they love Jesus. Nothing wrong with any of that. But a lot of these conservative women seem to frown on you when you have piercings. And I'm like, why when Jesus had 5? Oh my goodness. And they say, they like to put their faith in his hands and all they hold dear, but his hands have holes in them. And then I do understand, though, why the ladies love him, because he was almost like that pure but rebellious type. He was dirty, he had long hair, and he was hung like this. It's got the 90s grunge going on. I mean, he's like the ultimate bad boy. And then with being out there dating too, it's so weird because like I noticed a lot of fashions are coming back. Like I'm rocking sweatpants. People are doing the high-waisted baggy jeans again. And like I understand fashion is cyclical and it comes back just like y'all's baby daddies at tax time. And then I'll get out of here on this. The one thing I have noticed though with coming back is mullets are really coming back. And I thought about like why is that, and I realized it's because no one can afford anything but a trailer that was built like 30 years ago. So when in Rome, and then now that it's 2023, we're going to have to come up with a new hashtag because I'm sure with the mullets there's going to be more sexual harassment, and we're just going to have to call it hashtag me 2 inches on the top and 8 in the back. All right, everybody, I'll give it back to DJ Seaweed. Thanks for having me.
Keep it going for Jordan White. Mullets. Should I cut my hair into a mullet? Do you guys think I'd look good with a mullet? No. Nah, fuck that. I ain't doing a mullet. No mullet for me. Oh, there he is. Up next. I think, right? Yeah, up next. It's Rich Gary. I don't know why I need to check these things. I could just send it and let you know.
I appreciate you.
Make sure.
Hey, keep it going for Seaweed! And all the comedians you've seen so far, I do wish that one of these Wave Lab episodes, we open up with Seaweed just like... Is that what it sounds like? Was that a good impression? Is that what EDM is? Get low. Right? Yeah, they don't like it in the room, but the YouTube audience, you guys get it, right? You guys are with me, right? Tight. Fuck yeah, dude. Follow me at The Real Rich Gary on all platforms. What camera are we at? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, camera 3, camera 1, camera 3. Thank you. All right, well, let's move. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Cool. This is fun. I'm having fun. I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy I left my house. I'm actually just stalling because I'm trying to get this just a little bit higher. I got it. Hey! Wait, now I want it lower. Hey! This is perfect. No. Wait, no, come back. No, go away! DJ Seaweed, he's facilitating this whole thing. It's on YouTube. I shared that on my Instagram story. I can airdrop you the link if you want to share on your Instagram story. Do you know what airdrop is? I do. Fuck yeah, dude. I knew you knew what airdrop was. I knew you knew. I was just messing with you. All right, cool. I thought I would try some old jokes. You guys want to hear some old jokes that I used to do? Okay. You want to do? I thought I would do some old jokes. I like living in Tucson. Do you guys like living in Tucson? Are you guys from Tucson? Okay. Who's from Tucson? Make some noise if you're Kevin's from Tucson. Kevin Maloney's from Tucson. You look like you're from Tucson. You know why? Because you look like a piece of shit. I'm just joking, dude. I'm just joking. Come here. I'm just joking. Fucking piece of shit. I'm just joking, dude. Here, come here. Come here. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm from Tucson. I've been here for a long time because I'm a fucking piece of just this guy, dude. Just fucking me and fucking young ZZ Top over here. I like living in Tucson. Living in Tucson's cool because like a lot of famous people are moving here to Tucson. Like Nick Jonas from the Jonas Brothers just famously got a house in Tucson. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I just made that up. It's not real at all. Yeah, it's an old joke. I'm sorry. I'll just go fucking kill myself after this. It's all good. It's all fucking good, dude. Don't worry, dude. It's my last night on Earth, all right? So it's all fucking good. Fucking YouTube audience. You know what I'm talking about. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 5.
You keep forgetting that one.
I know. I put it over there. That? That's an audience reaction, though, right? I'm gay, dude. Who cares? You guys go to college? Anybody here go to college? Why am I asking? You guys are pieces of shit. Wait, did you guys go to college? I didn't hear the reaction. Got some college folks? Anybody in college right now? No. You guys aren't America's brightest, but that's okay, you know? That's okay. I mean, you guys are America's brightest, but everyone around you is not. Why are you looking at me like that, Brady? Did you go to college? I went to Pima. I went to U of A. Then I went to Pima, and I went to U of A, and I went to Pima, and I went to U of A. I went to college for so long. I was in college way too long. The only college in Tucson that I haven't gone to is Brown Mackie College. That shining beacon of higher education, Brown Mackie College. Did you know it costs 4 times more money to go to Brown Mackie College than it does to go to U of A? 4 times more money. If you're a senior at Tucson High, you go to the U of A. You can spend 4 times more money and go to Brown Mackie College. Brown Mackie College, that's like putting herpes on your resume, right? I have a cousin. He went to Brown Mackie College. You know what he does now? Nothing. Yeah, he died in a car accident. Totally unrelated to Brown Mackie College. Yeah, I don't know why I stopped doing that joke. It's not. Did you guys get the vaccine? I wrote this joke in 2021 for sure. Hey, did you guys get the vaccine or what? Yes. Couple of folks got the vaccine. A lot of people think the vaccine was rushed. A lot of people think the vaccine came out too soon. I don't think it was rushed. I don't think it came out too soon. I do think that new Cruella movie was rushed. I think it came out too soon. CGI dogs. You know what you could have used? Dogs. Somebody's accepted my punchline. Do you remember the 90s? We put dogs in every movie, you know? Every movie, you know? Homeward Bound. The other ones. Beethoven. Yeah, what else? 101 Dalmatians. They used real fucking. Wait, did they? That was a cartoon. Dude, I haven't done this joke in 17 months. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how the rest of it.
Dogs go to heaven. That's cartoon. That's cartoon.
All dogs go to heaven. Yeah, that was a cartoon. That was a cartoon. Yeah. Hey, but thanks for participating. I appreciate it. Did you give me a claw? Did you give me a claw? Dude, can I have it? Yo, you guys like masturbating or what? Yeah, fucking jerking off your dick, right? That's always a fun time, you know? Sylvia doesn't have a dick, I think. I don't know. I was in my apartment and my router's been really messed up lately. My router's been acting real weird, and my internet wasn't working very well. And I was masturbating, and then it was buffering, and my porn was like freezing. And then I came while it was like freezing, and I was like, oh, now I know why they call it the load bar. Kevin gained some weight during the pandemic. He said that on stage right now. I'm not making an observation. I gained some weight during the pandemic. I wanted to lose some weight, so I decided to start eating some healthier snacks. I wanted to get some healthy snacks. So I went to the store, and I got some sugar-free cotton candy, and I got home. It was just a bag of white T-shirts. So I realized that I had some candy in my pantry. It was on the top shelf of my pantry, and I had forgotten about the candy. It was Sour Patch Kids. They were on the top shelf of my pantry, and they were really old. I didn't even remember that they were up there anymore. And I got the Sour Patch Kids down off of the top shelf of my pantry, and they were so old. They had all graduated from college and gone off to start their own Sour Patch families. I'm experiencing a Sour Patch empty nest syndrome now. Can I have my White Claw now? Just bring it, yeah. Yeah, I'll come over here. You want to do another hug? Should we do a third hug? Hey, I got a White Claw! That's what's really going to bring this set together, you know? Me getting drunk. Oh, did you hear that sound? Damn, they're going to love that on YouTube. You guys, I'm so depressed. I wrap my own umbilical cord around my head in the womb. Oh, I fucked that one up bad. You guys got the McDonald's My Rewards app? McDonald's My Rewards app? No? Nobody has the McDonald's My Rewards app? I got that McDonald's My Rewards app. I'm like 200 points away from diabetes. Right. I don't even know if that's how that goes. I didn't know that they I didn't know that they pierce babies' ears when they're babies. They're like babies and like, give me your fucking ear, baby. Give me that fucking little ear, dude. Now they pierce babies' ears because I guess babies want to wear fucking slutty jewelry. I'm so happy this is going on YouTube forever. They pierce babies' ears when they're born, when they're like just little babies, and I was like, that's so weird. But then I remembered my parents had gotten my Prince Albert pierced when I was born. All right, that's not a winner. I guess I know why I stopped doing that one. You guys, when I was in elementary school, they were like, "Whoa, you're really smart. We got to put you in the gifted class." And then I got in the gifted class, and they're like, "Whoa, this kid's a genius." So they tried some unconventional methods, and they found out that I was really bad in bed. Hey. That's the tag. Every time I do that joke, Sylvia's in the audience, and she goes, "Rawr." That's always been the tag for that joke. I've been doing that joke for 24 years. I don't know. Do you guys have kids? Anybody have kids in here? How many kids do you have? 2 kids? How old are your kids? 30 and 24. You raised them. They're adults. Make some noise. That's amazing. She has adult children. I don't know. I think that I would be a good dad. And I think... Wait, why is that funny? You guys are like, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He called us a piece of shit, but he's a piece of shit. I don't know. I was thinking that maybe I want to have kids. I'm not so much for the raising them, but for the pre-pregnancy part, you know? The sex. Oh, God. My grandpa used to have a middle name, but he lost it in the war. Is that dumb? I said, okay, my grandpa used to have a middle name, but he lost it in the war. He lost his middle name in the war. Like it doesn't make sense. It's dumb and it's bad. When I was a kid, I was really depressed, and so my parents decided to get me a pet to cheer me up. I was a really sad kid, so they got me a pet. But they got me a pet rock, and I started cutting my wrists with it. She's like shaking her head at me. I have a nut allergy. It makes it really hard for me to masturbate. Damn it. I feel like I'm dying, but I also feel like I'm doing the best I've ever done. You guys got jobs in here? You guys got jobs? What do you do for work? You're a chef? Oh my gosh, what is your specialty? What? Fucking raw vegan, dude. Is that what you do? Do you go to work and you're like, raw fucking vegan, dude? That's cool. That's cool. You work at like Choice Greens? Where are you? Private chef? Damn, that's fucking baller. Don't fucking light me, dude. Don't fucking light me, you fucking cock-sucking piece of shit motherfucker, bitch. Fucking. Anyways, I gotta get out. Jesus fucking Christ. Who invited these pieces of shit over here at table 12? Not the raw vegan. You're fucking cool. That's dope. Do you just foothills in it up or what? Yeah. That's cool. A lot of quinoa. Probably a lot of quinoa going on. No? Yo, check it out. Quinoa? Totally vegan. Yep. Oh, it's not raw? Oh, cause you can't even cook it because it's got to be fucking raw, dude. YouTube's loving it right now. Camera 1, camera 2. Anyways, are you fucking lighting me again, dude? Jesus Lord. Did you guys see the Jeffrey Dahmer show? Did you see the Jeffrey Dahmer show? It's crazy, right? That was fucking raw. That was not vegan. The Jeffrey Dahmer show is crazy. The Jeffrey Dahmer show was nuts. And he ate a guy's nuts. Say what you will about Jeffrey Dahmer. The man knows how to save money on a groceries bill, you know? All right. Next, I'm going to fall on the floor. I don't know. I'm probably going to just leave. You guys have nieces and nephews? Nieces and nephews? Yeah. How many nieces and nephews do you have? 5 nieces and nephews? Shut the front door. What are their names? My sister just had her baby, and I'm a new uncle. My sister had her baby. I went to my mom's house. I was meeting my baby niece for the first time. I was meeting my baby niece. I was holding the baby in my hands like this. I was meeting the baby, and like babies when they're first born, they're kind of gross and ugly looking. Like they look like little monkey creatures. It's kind of weird. And I was holding my baby niece like this, and my mom goes, "Richie, protect the head." And I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna protect this whole baby right now while I hold it. It's not gonna be like, oh, I got the head. I can just twist this part off and fucking punt it, Mom. I got the head. I got the head." And then drink the blood, and then slam it down, crush the skull. I'm saying that's what I didn't do. And I totally could have, too. Okay, I've been Rich Gary. Thank you so much.
That was wrong.
Yeah. Wow. Keep my kid away from Uncle Gary over here. Uncle Richie. Shit.
Protect the head.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin, you need. Oh shit. Ooh. You need to check on him. Make sure you give him a hug or something like that. Find him in his closet later on. You know what I mean? Seriously, somebody check on that guy later on. All right. Up next is Whittles.
Yeah, this is great. Give it up for Rich. Woo! Yeah, that's funny. Like, we got some vegan members in the audience, and he's like, anyone have the McDonald's app? Dude, this place is cool. This is really cool. You got Toto the dog. You guys see that? Wizard of the Oz, pretty much. This is really neat. They got the map of Tucson. Let's give it up for Tucson. Yeah. Connor was talking about drinking and driving. I feel like I have to start drinking and driving just to blend in with the drivers here. They're pretty bad. Combine that with snowbirds. You don't want to see snowbirds drink and drive. Boy, that's fun. Yeah, you ever get someone really drunk with a Minnesota plate? Yeah, dude. I don't think snowbirds don't get enough props, you know? You don't really appreciate snowbirds. You want to show solidarity with a snowbird, I'll give you a hip. A hip. Gosh, my words. Now I'll give you a tip on how to show solidarity with a snowbird. Just turn on your blinker and never turn. You're like, I stand with you. I stand with you. Yeah, you guys were talking about the vaccine too. I got vaccinated in Bisbee. I got vaccinated in a dive bar in Bisbee. Not even making this up. St. Elmo's. I don't know if you guys ever been there. St. Elmo's. I did get a little concerned though when they started heating up the spoon. And now I want more vaccine. So if anyone in the audience has some vaccine, probably make good music if you have the vaccine in here. This definitely seems like a vaccine crowd. I did that joke here in Tucson, and someone came up to me after the show and was like, dude, I got you on that vaccine. I was like, I'm good, man. This town killed Little Peep. Sad shit, dude. It's sad shit. You got to be careful out there. They're putting fentanyl on everything. It's really scary. You see this? They're putting fentanyl on pizzas now. Fentanyl on pizzas. They're calling it little seizures. Yeah, whoop, whoop. No, I don't know, guys. Yeah, the vaccine, fentanyl, it's cheap as shit, too. I learned that a pill just costs $1. I'm like, holy fuck. That explains it. That really does. I don't know. I need to go through my material and just delete a ton of fentanyl jokes. Because, there's drinks for towns. There's like Vegas bombs, Jaeger bombs. There's no Tucson bomb. You know what a Tucson bomb is? That's putting fentanyl in an EG's. Yeah. Not a real fentanyl crowd. I don't know. This place Tucson is just insane. I had a little, wit's end here on 4th Ave. There was a vagabond throwing bottles at cars as I was driving. And then I looked over at my passenger and I was like, well, at least he isn't drinking them. As long as they're throwing them at your fucking car and not fucking drinking them. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Connor was talking about like DUIs. I was on the App Store recently and I found this counter, and the app name was DUI counter. And it was actually, I thought it was counting down the number of DUIs you have, but I guess it's a thing to keep you sober. This many days since my last DUI. But I think if you need an app to tell you how many DUIs you've had, might be going to Chipotle a little too much or something. I don't know. It is terrible. It is terrible. It's the inflation. The world's. Maybe it's always been this crazy, but like I don't know. It hurts as a millennial, knowing that you're never going to be able to yell at someone on your lawn because you're never going to be able to afford a lawn. Yeah, the world will be the first generation to just never have that. It is crazy, the egg prices. You guys see that? Buying eggs. Yeah, they're starting to smuggle eggs across the border because it's so expensive. They're hiding them in bales of fentanyl. It is crazy. Now, I had a pregnancy scare recently. Turns out those eggs were fertile. Told her she has to scramble it. Let me tell you, that conversation didn't go over easy. She got really pissed at me, and she ended up breaking up with me after that. And I was like, "Why are you breaking up with me?" She's like, "'Cause you've been a dick." Had to go see a therapist after that. That one really hurt. It really hurt. And the therapist was like, "Sometimes you gotta look sunny side up." And I was like, "Man, that's a hard boil to swallow." I don't know. Yeah, there's dozens of these egg jokes. It's so stupid. I agree. There's a shelf life to egg jokes. They'll go bad at some point. Yeah, these egg prices are no joke. Oh, God. I hate my comedy, too, guys. I hate it. Oh, thanks. This is give it up for seaweed. That name suits this place, Did he make the joke that, like, all the weed he sees? I don't know. Yeah, he did. That's how clever I am. If they can guess your punchline, you're fucked. Yeah, weed's great. They legalized it in Arizona. That's cool. You never saw that one coming. Hawaii doesn't even have weed legal, and Arizona has weed legal. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. Yeah, so now, because weed's legal, Arizona is the only state in the union where you can buy weed from a Republican. And Republicans make the best drug dealers. I don't know, guys. You ever have sex and then while you're having sex, you're like, holy crap, I completely changed my personality and compromised my morals for this? Like, fuck. No, I don't know. Yeah, no sex jokes, I guess. I don't know. It is weird. I lost my virginity to a pocket pussy. Yeah. I never want to have kids because I never want to explain to them what a pocket pussy is, Can you imagine that conversation? Like, well, when a man loves a woman and that woman wants nothing to do with him, he fucks a flashlight. That's what a fucking pocket pussy is. No, I don't know. I recently got sober, but when I was back in my heyday of benders and stuff, I'm a little dyslexic and like to drink. So one day I accidentally walked into a salon thinking it was a saloon. Ordered a whiskey and all I got was a perm. I was like, shit. No, that is terrible. I agree, guys. I apologize. I just dropped some acid. Yeah, if you find it on the floor, please let me know. I'm looking all over for that shit. Oh, man, these vapes, dude. I'm trying to be hip, but I think it's just fucking up my lungs. Like, fuck, what is this? Yeah, we were talking about sex. I recently got blue balls and Taco Bell. Yeah, terrible decision, terrible mixture. Like, and then, when you climax on blue balls, it's like the best. Really is the best. It's almost as good as when you're like shitting out that Taco Bell. No, I don't know. It's yeah, it's funny, like coming from Bisbee, because everyone in Bisbee is really concerned that AI and robots are going to take people's jobs, which I think is funny coming from people in Bisbee, because none of them have jobs. I'm like, what are you scared about, dude? You don't have a job. No, do you see that Chat GBT? You guys see that AI? Yeah, it's like Google tried to come out with a version. I think it was today. Came out with a version. They did a live demo, and it totally spit out some nonsense. And then their stock price dropped like 7%. Yeah. But I asked the AI to write a joke. Do you guys want to hear an AI written joke? It's actually probably better than anything I got up here. Let me see if I can find it. This is always the hard part, where I just have to awkwardly scroll through this notebook. Where's the AI joke? Told you it's going to be awkward. You know what? Fuck the AI joke.
So last month when this came out, when Chat GPT came out, and we did our comedy special last month, I brought it up on our TV, and I had to give us a joke live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's AI, man. Holy shit.
What was the joke?
I don't know. I can't. Look, it was recorded, and it was recorded on our last GiggleWave on YouTube. So I can give you a link for it. But it definitely tied in at the end of the joke. It was a good paragraph long joke, and at the end, it was like robots are going to take over the world, basically.
Oh, great.
It got real dark
Great.
on us.
All right, well, you guys want to hear an AI written joke, go watch their YouTube.
Yeah, right? Did it give you the same joke? I don't
No,
mean to
it was
spoil your punchline, but
something about Tim
it's fucking
Allen.
incredible. Something about Tim Allen.
Yeah, I forget, guys. I forget. Yeah, well, go watch his joke, because I can't find mine here.
It's a beautiful thing. I mean, you can even get it to spit out jokes in the genre of specific comedians. Like, give me a George Carlin joke, and it'll like start spitting shit out.
Nice.
It's mind blowing. It's too much.
Yeah, it's
AI is
insane,
next
dude.
level.
You don't want it to have the ability to write any Tucson comedian's joke. That'd be horrible. Might crash the internet. I think it's funny when comics get really pissed off when people aren't paying attention to them. They're like, "This is my art. Now listen to my dick joke. Now listen to my dick joke. What's the deal with whiskey dick?" You know, why does whiskey get singled out, you know? Why isn't it like gin, it's not going in? Way too many white Russians, this blood isn't Russian. Yeah, why is it whiskey dick? I don't know, guys. My mom, she's the sweetest. She recently found out what mansplaining is. She started to explain it to me, but I immediately cut her off and explained it myself. I was like, "This is how this works, Mom." Oh, my mom's great. Yeah, I have to keep on looking at my notebook because I'm not a professional. Now, you ever come to a four-way stop and there's a debate on who should go next? I have a little trick for you. Whoever has the most dents in their car, you let them go next. And they're not afraid to take a beating. Yeah, I don't know. Tucson here, it seems like there's a lot of people with fucked up cars, you know? Fucked up cars. It's something here that I've noticed too in Tucson is that everyone's losing their fucking bumpers. There's just bumpers all up and down the side of the street. It's like, why? And then I was talking to this bartender, and she's like, "Yeah, we had 2 bumpers left here the other night." It's like lost and found for bumpers. Like, what bars did I go? I'll have to call to see if I left my bumper. What color is it? It's red. I don't know, guys. Back in my bender days, I got really drunk and became a tour guide in Bisbee. You guys ever done that? Tourists will believe anything. You can just make shit up. Like, yeah, if you look to the left, you might see the ghost of Rosa Parks' giraffe. You see Johnny Depp emerge from his cave. Yeah, I don't know. He actually has a place down in Bisbee, which is weird. Never met him, though. I don't think I'd want to meet Johnny Depp. Too much crazy shit there. I don't know. I want to say that I believe all women. I believe all women. Unless they say they're going to be ready in 5 minutes, then nope. That's a straight up lie. That is a straight up lie. Now we'll see. Do you guys want to try some new stuff? Let's. You know what? I think I'm going to get off stage. Keep it going for your hosts and yourselves.
Yo, give it up for Whittles. That was an excellent performance. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Right on. Holy shit, brain fart. I'm not used to doing the cameras too. Yeah, it's pretty funny how many fucking hoopties you'll find in Tucson, but at the same time, on the opposite, you'll find some of the most badass cars here because we're living down here south of the border, man, and people like their dope lowriders and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's true, though. It's very true. When you're at an intersection, the person with the most dents gets to go first. I always go first. I got that ex-wife paint job. She gave that shit back to me with all of it dented. What can you do? I don't want to say. I come up here trying to do one thing and do another thing, and then I lose who the fuck is next. Sylvie Remington.
This is really bad because I'm really drunk right now. And I think I'm a better heckler than an actual comedian, so enjoy. Man, there's been so much that's occurred tonight. We've learned about giraffe sex with Connor and dick pics. I actually got a really good dick pic recently from this guy from Italy. Yeah, it's not even a joke. It was amazing. He did. Like, most of the time you get a dick pic, somebody just shows you a dick, but this guy, he was so creative. He did before, during, and after, and there was shooting, and the lighting was amazing, so, yeah. Okay, it's not funny at all. Yeah, so recently somebody came up to me and said I look like a biker that got excited and discovered crystals. I think they might be right, but I don't know if they meant crystal meth or maybe they went to the Gem and Mineral show or something. Yeah. But are you guys excited that it's a new year? I know we're 2 months in, so you're like, whatever, this is no big deal, right? But I'm excited because last year my house was robbed. Yeah. I know you guys are shocked. The silence is killing you. I was really upset, and then I realized, joke's on those motherfuckers, because all I own is debt. Fuck yeah! Joke's on them. No, but I did own some things. I stole things like electronics, jewelry, and then they stole this book I had on how to create wealth. The robbers stole a book I had on how to create wealth. And I was like, you guys are doing it. You're like killing it, right? Just like rob 3 more houses and you'll be set, right? They stole all this stuff around the holiday season, and I was thinking it would have been really thoughtful if they had left me a book, had left me breaking and entering 101. Oh, I can't even talk. I'm so wasted right now. Fuck yeah. Let me do a lunge. Fade, do you like my lunge? Fade is a sweet little dog here that I'm just going to pet later. No, and so I wish they had left me breaking and entering 101 or maybe how to lock your doors. I think I actually forgot to lock my doors. But I was thinking outside the box on this, and I was thinking, on the first fell swoop, they probably didn't take the book. They took the big things like my refrigerator, my bed. They took so much shit. And I was imagining them going back after the fact and thinking about it and going no, there was that one book on the shelf. And let us retrace our steps. Okay, we tried the door, it didn't work. We tried to hit the window, it didn't work. Oh yeah, that's where the book was. Anyways. Yeah, I like the silence. Hell yeah, what? So I am happy it's a new year. Did anybody do any New Year's resolutions, or are you guys fuck that, we're just high and happy? Yeah, everybody's mellow now. For me, the only New Year's resolution I did was I decided to update my resume. That's pretty fucking boring, right? I try to set the bar really fucking low. And so I was like, I'm going to update my resume. But how do you, I fucking hate updating my resume because all a resume is a list of things you're horrible at, right? Otherwise, why would you be updating your resume? Like, how do you say on a resume that you once tried and were a horrible stripper? Like, nobody believes it. But like usually when I tell them I stripped in Tucson, they're like, oh, I get it. I get it. Like, if you have a dream in Tucson and you want to be a stripper, you can be over 40 and be a stripper. You can have no legs and be a stripper. It works. But yeah, I was the worst stripper ever. I never took my clothes off. Because I studied dance at the U of A, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna bring like jazz hands and dance moves and triple turns and musicals to the stripping industry, and really nobody wants that, right? Like, really, stripping is the easiest thing ever. Yeah, just keep moving that thing because this is not going well. What? Hey. No. So yeah, so I was the worst stripper ever. So I get on the stage and do pliés and releves and fancy stuff, and then I walk all sultry to the front. I'm like, these guys are liking this, and then I get nervous and do a little Running Man for a little too long, a little robot, and end with jazz hands, no clothes off. And most guys were just like, nah, girl, nah, this is so bad. So I was like, how can I actually make money at this? So I decided to become like an animalistic stripper. And I named myself after my dog, Sparky. Nice. You guys are high. You're like, am I having a bad trip right now? Yeah, you are. I'm going to have you have great memories and great dreams right now. So guys would call me over for a lap dance, and they go, here's Sparky. And I would run over, and I would jump on their lap, and I'd lick their face. And then it was fine because it was pre-COVID. Totally fine. And then I eased down their body, and I grab their shoe, I'd chew it up, I'd run to their house, and I'd crap on their rug. Yeah, totally the rug with clothes on. So it was like super crap. It was a super crap. It was in my pants and it like eased out. Like, I am talented. But not the rug. Not the nice rug. Oh, my pearls. So I got fired from that job. Dude, you guys want me to just talk about shit? Anyways, so I got fired from that job, and I got a job at Trader Joe's. Here we go. But the weirdest thing happened for me at Trader Joe's. I kept wanting to take my clothes off there. I think it was like there's such a relaxed environment there, like their prepackaged food and all that. So I was thinking if they named it Trader Hose, I'd be set. What? I am excited that you guys do raw vegan. Actually, this is just a side note because I have ADHD and I don't even care. And this is really fun. And thanks for listening to me, you guys. And I'm drunk. But when I did raw vegan, I did it for 1 year of my life. I was like the healthiest I've ever been. But right now I'm just eating Cheetos and drinking Prosecco and feeling sad about my life and wondering what I'm doing. So, and that's why I'm here. But you guys are awesome. So, wait, where was I? You guys are awesome. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I did work at Trader Joe's for a while, and they had the weirdest products. Like, they had this one product. Well, they had the weirdest products, and so when I first started working there, people would come up to me, and they'd ask me for the products, and they'd say, do you happen to have more than a mouthful? And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, what? And I was like, what? Can you describe this for me? And she's like, yeah, it's this sack filled with nuts with little white stuff in it. I was like, I better not ask her more. So I asked the manager, and I was like, Becky, do we have more than a mouthful, like a nut sack with jizz in it? And she's like, no, we only get that one time a year, just for the holidays. So I had to tell this lady, no, you can only get more than a mouthful one time a year. And then like a day later, this really proper lady came up to me, and she's like, do you happen to have semen? And I was like, what? Am I being fucking punked in this place? Like, what the fuck is going on? But I was like, I'm not going to ask Becky. I'm going to think outside the box. And I was like, no, there are no Navy officers that work here. I was really proud of myself for that. She's like, no, it's something you eat. And I was like, well, not everybody eats that. And she's like, no, it's like semen ranch. And so I was like a bitter ass Becky. And I was like, Becky, do we have semen ranch? And she's like, Neiman Ranch. And I was like, okay, I'll show you. So because of this, I've said I'm sorry to so many people. You guys' expressions are you guys really high, or are you just really sad that I'm doing this? This is awesome. I feel like I should start salsa dancing or something random. Okay. No, dude, as a side note, once at Trader Joe's, somebody asked me where the salsa was. And because I love salsa dancing, I was like, right here. And I started salsa dancing. And the guy actually knew how to salsa dance, and he started salsa dancing with me. I was like, fuck yeah. Okay, I'll continue. So I say I'm sorry to so many people. I'm like saying sorry, like sorry to so many people at this job at Trader Joe's. It got so bad that this guy dropped a piece of paper out of his pants. And I happened to be by his butt, and he had let out a fart so strong that I got more than a mouthful. And I said I was sorry, so yeah. You guys, are you guys like, why is she getting gigs? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Grateful for you guys. I have so many thoughts. I'm newly single. I know it's a shocker for all of you guys, for the silence. And so I've been on these apps. I've been on these apps, specifically TikTok. That's a dating app, right? No? You looked at me all, no. Well, so I was thinking, like, you know what I need? I need to get some cool dance moves. I get down. And so I don't want to do the WAP dance because people over 40 doing the WAP dance is so embarrassing. So I was like, I'm going to do an old school dance, like 100-year-old school dance, like Charleston. And so I went to the dance floor and I did the Charleston. Yeah, by that silence, I realized, like, no guy was asking me out, and that's exactly what happened. So I was like, dude, I'm going to do something even crazier and do this move. That was a little hotter, but not really, until I showed it, and I hit it, and I showed it, and I hit it, and I showed it, and this guy asked me out. Fuck yeah. And he asked me to go skydiving on a first date. And dude, I'm not normally a risk taker, but this guy was hot. He had arms like Thor and legs kind of like Urkel. Maybe a face. I don't remember his face really. But so he asked me to go skydiving, and it was actually awesome. He's like, we did tandem. He's strapped to my back. It's amazing. We jump out of the plane. The free fall is amazing. The chute opens up, and suddenly I'm rocking and rocking. And suddenly I realize this is just like being on a boat. And I don't do well on boats. And I was like, oh shit, I think I'm gonna puke. And I was like, mind over matter, you will not puke on this hot guy. And it just started happening. It was whoosh, 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 into his mouth. But it was raw. It was raw, so it was healthy. It was so healthy, and I had cinnamon Altoids that day, so I freshened his breath. Yeah, I care about the environment and his mouth. I kept puking. And, at one point he said, Sylvia, you got to stop puking so we can land. A little kid was, like, walking his dog. He's like, look, fireworks. And his mom was like, yeah, for the year of the puking dragon. So anyways, we land. He drags me off. Oh, my God. He drags me off. And he asked me out on a date. He was a total keeper. But I told him, I am so sorry. I'm not into guys who are into puke in the mouth. That's for my OnlyFans. I charge extra for that. What? Anyways, I have more to say. I have like all these witty things, but fuck. I think I'm good. I'm grateful for this Wave Lab. I'm grateful for what you guys are creating, and it's really important not to get too high or too drunk before you get on the stage, because otherwise you just stare at people and you get really excited. So, thank you. My name is Sylvia Remington. Grateful for you guys. Bye.
What is it? So wait, what is this semen drink? What is this? There's a drink that you can. What is it? Did you say or were you corrected and it was Neiman and the person fucked
No.
you up?
Well, the real
I'm real
thing,
curious.
the real thing
Who
is,
can drink?
no, it was like in,
Who
like
came to the
the,
store and be like, I need some semen, please?
no, it was like this,
You're asking the wrong
it
person.
was actually an 80-year-old lady, and she was looking for, she thought they were
worse.
called semen
Do you have any
sticks.
semen?
No, she thought they were semen sticks, and it ended up being sesame sticks, and she had such bad dyslexia that she'd been to so many stores that everybody's like, oh, it's just a semen lady. But it was crazy, because so many dudes came by, and they were like, hey, can we help her? And I was like, no, you just keep walking, because they were like, we'll give her a deposit. It was crazy. Okay, bye.
All right. Sylvia Remington. Up next is Tony Byrne. Oh shit, we're doing this. I love it when it takes a while for you to come up on stage and you kind of forgot where you are, where you don't know where you are in the lineup. And it's like, oh, that's my name. I gotta go.
All right, keep it going for your host, everybody. Seaweed. That's Seaweed is probably the hardest hipster name ever, honestly. Like, I'm Mother Earth. Like, no, yeah, I'm Seaweed, bro. Like, I am the ocean. I love that. Keep it going for Sylvia, everybody. You guys ever watch another drunk person be drunk and realize, like, fuck, I don't know if I'm drunk or I just got drunk or watching someone drunk? You know, that's what it felt like. It's like, ah, shit. I also smoked a bunch of weed. So that's fun. Keep it going for this place, yo. This is like, there's like a piano here. Does anyone know how to play piano? I feel like we should have had some guy over here, like, yo, like someone who laughs at my jokes previously. Like, I want that guy there for the piano, like a late night show. That'd be awesome. Ryan Reynolds playing like little Mary Had a Little Lamb. Wouldn't that be great? And he just laughs at my jokes. Like, haha, that's true, Tony. That's all you need, man. Did you guys hear they're gonna make a new Back to the Future? Did you guys hear about that? They want to make a new one, and I'm like, I'm already sick of reboots anyway, so I want Hollywood to fuck this one up too, you know. So I want them to make it a Mexican version, you know. I just want to see like Danny Trejo as the Doc from Back to the Future, you know. That's all I want. She's like, don't go past 80, bro. You don't know where you're gonna be, you know. And then when he goes back in time, he just goes to Raiders fans and tell them they're going to lose that day too, you know? It's like, hey, guess what, fool? You're going to lose today. Go Niners, you know? I think that'd be awesome. Danny Trejo in any reboot would be great, wouldn't it? I want to see Danny Trejo in, like, fucking Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be awesome? It's like, yo, that's a big fucking lizard, dude. We got to send a bigger boat. And then Danny Trejo gets like a magic mushroom and he fights Godzilla. That's how I wanted to do. You know, it's like Danny Trejo's like, you're a fuck you, lizard. You know, just a big machete. That'd be dope. Danny Trejo and Fast and the Furious would be dope, wouldn't it? It's all the same lines. Just like, hey, it's all about family. That's all you need. Because fuck Vin Diesel, honestly. I hate Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's the reason America has fucking fuckboys. That's what Vin Diesel is. Name me a bigger person to wear cross necklaces, and then like after 2005, you're like, oh shit, everyone does have that. That's crazy. Everyone's got a cross necklace. They want to be bald. I have a muscle car. You know how hard muscle cars are to drive? I don't. I can't drive, but like, fuck those, dude. I don't know. Fuck Vin Diesel. I always feel like the wrong person died in the car crash. You know. You know what? I love how it went silent because last night I did that joke like, oh, like they missed Paul Walker, you know. I just feel like Vin Diesel would have been. I don't know. I already did the joke. Fuck it, guys. Don't get drunk or high before a comedy. Don't do. You guys ever been so high you forget you're doing comedy? It's happening right now, dog. I often wonder if when skunks smell weed, they think their friends are dead. You guys ever think of that? It's like a skunk guy there. It's like, Larry? Oh no, Larry! Never mind, that's Pineapple Kush. He loves that shit. That's his favorite. Imagine a skunk calling a Larry. Hey, I thought you were dead today, bro. That's crazy. Turns out it's just your favorite weed. I don't know. I have an Italian friend. We were talking about kindergarten games, and he was telling me that they didn't play Duck Duck Goose. They played Gabba Gabba Goose. You guys imagine this little Italian kid's like gabba, 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 goose, you know? He just runs around, and teacher tries to stop him. He goes, "Hey, yo, teacher, I'm fucking goose in here," you know? Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Imagine like imagine an Italian playhouse at not a playhouse. What was that? You play house in kindergarten. Remember that shit? Imagine Italians doing that. Like, "Oh, hey, Maria, you burned it again." It's just like plastic food. What are you doing? I don't know. Why do Italians get to have all the vowels? Oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, oh, wait. I'm goose in here. What else was I going to talk about? Fuck, man. I wish the world was blind. I'm not going to lie. I wish the whole world was blind. Because we use the same language for everything. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, I feel bad for white people, kind of. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying you don't deserve it. I'm just saying I feel bad for you guys. Because we use the same language toward white people the way we used to use language for black people. It's like, you're dating a what? A white person? Do you know what they did to this country? Like, it's wild. Not my daughter. Not a white man. I don't know. It just feels weird. I'm glad I chose to get drunk and high before this stage while I was filming on YouTube. Yeah. Decided to go live before I bomb, you know? That's what I did. Did really good at the mic before. I was like, you know what? We're going to go live? Fuck it. I'm fucking up today, guys. Going down like the blind pilot I am. For those of you that don't know, which is the 6 of you that's right here, everyone else here is a comic. That's how you can tell they're all drinking. The ones who are drinking the most, are those ones, oh, there's a comics. Oh, you got to wait another set, huh? I guess I'll go grab some beer. No, but for those of you, I'm legally blind. I can't see a lot of shit. That's a fact. You guys are just a bunch of sexy blurs to me. Yeah, sexy blur number 3 over there. Got my eye on you, sort of. I know Braille, which is kind of cool. They taught me that when I was young. That's a real fucking thing. Other kids were learning to like read, and I was like, dot, dot, dot. It was fucked up. But the scariest thing I've ever read in Braille, honestly, is "Do Not Touch." You guys ever read Braille? You guys that laughed, I was scared when the first time I read that. I felt like they did that to like fuck me up on purpose. Like, "Do not touch." Like, oh shit. Why would you put that there? Just I wouldn't have touched it in general. Like, hey, there's Braille there. It's like a satanic trap for blind people. No, personally, I don't like being legally blind because I don't know when I'm making eye contact. Honestly, like, you guys ever been to a fight you didn't know you were a part of? It's fucking terrifying. I was on the bus one time and some crackhead is like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And in my head, I was like, "Oh shit, someone's in trouble." He's like, "I'm talking to you." I'm like, that guy better answer him. That guy sounds like he means business, you know? That friend was talking to me, you know. For those of you wondering, I didn't get beat up. This is a birthmark on my face. It's a birthmark. But I'd rather have people think I got beat up. Because one time I was at karaoke, and this one dude was like, "So what made you get a face tattoo?" I was like, "What part of this made you think I wanted it, bro?" If anything, it looks like someone trying to wipe it off. Like, "Here you go, bro. Let's get the shit out of here." You know, so cool. I love how quiet it got. It's good. It's like you guys watch your retarded cousin come up here. It's like, "Go ahead, mijito. You got it." This feels like AA for comics. That's what this feels like. "Hi, I'm Tony. I've been a red joke for 8 years. Can't seem to stop. Just don't know how to stop." So crazy. 8 years, guys. 8 years I've been doing this shit, and I'm still... You don't have to woo that, bro. I'm not getting paid that much. I get to travel a lot, which is cool. Like, I was in San Francisco for a while. That was like 3 weeks. It was a blast. And you know what? Honestly, everything in San Francisco was cool. Like, the weather was dope. The food was dope. Dick tastes better. Just playing. That's a San Francisco joke. You guys would get it. I'm not gay. I couldn't be gay, bro. Can't be blind and gay. It's like, oh, that's a cane. I'm just trying. No, it's I can't date anyone who likes to fetishize any disability, man. I found that out weirdly. You know, this one lady was like, "Oh, you're blind? Just so you know, I'm fucking beautiful." And I was like, I would have believed you didn't say that. You know what I mean? It was weird. Like, I've had women ask me like, "Hey, would you trade your eyes for snake eyes?" I was like, "Do they work better?" Like, if I say no, will we not fuck? What are we doing? You know? It's weird. One girl asked me, what this happened, so she asked me to blindfold her before sex, and then she said, "I want to see what you see." Yeah, dude, I wanted to punch her in her throat, dude. Like, That's just gonna make me lose my boner. It's like, hey, you're blind, you fucking nobody, find me. You know, like I don't. So I blindfolded her with a tie, and I moved all my furniture to the left. Like it was, like, you like it? That was weird. I can't date younger anymore. I was dating a 24-year-old when I turned 30, and I don't know how to use TikTok properly. You know, so I couldn't flirt. She sent me a video of like the pigeon taking a shit, and like it reminds me of you. I'm like, what the fuck? And she was like, no, the song, there's a song part of it. I don't know how to flirt with that shit. I also don't like being called daddy when I don't have any kids. You know what I mean? She tried to call me daddy, and she's like 24, and I'm like, am I supposed to dick you down or send you to bed early? Like, what do we do? The correct answer is you do both. I'm trying to punish, like, finish your vegetables, you know, like. You're grounded, Missy. Like, I don't know. It almost feels bad having power over anybody if you're disabled, you know? I got a friend with no legs. She's one of my favorite people in the whole world. Her name's Kanye. And I put Kanye on my phone so people get mad when I say call Kanye. She's got no legs, man. And she goes to go to the X Games every year for free because she skateboards, which I think is cheating because she's all hips. You know what I mean? She just gets to like if I got to lay on my belly on a skateboard, I'd do just as well. You know, like I sent her socks for her birthday once because she's got no legs. I don't know if you guys got that. She's got a pile of socks building up because she'll never wear them, like unless they're mittens. You know. First of all, if you guys aren't laughing, it's fine. She loves these jokes. We've talked about it. All right. She picked me up for a show one time. She has a sports car, no legs. She's got like paddle shifters. Like, what the fuck is this for blind people? You know, we have the bus. She gets a sports car with paddle shifters. Go fuck yourself, lady. She gets the fucking. She was on The Walking Dead, unironically. Isn't that great? Yeah, she was. She played a zombie. I don't know if you guys got that. She was playing a zombie. There's the light. Cool. I'm going to keep making fun of cripples. If that was Drake, thank you. But I'm going to keep making fun of other disabled people because that's our N-word. It is. If you're disabled, you can make fun of any disability. That's the goal. Like when black people get to call white people the N-word, we can say anything about cripples. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Cerebral palsy is hilarious to me. You guys have any friends with cerebral palsy? Yeah, you guys do. I know. This is my same friend. I love him. I love him to death. But goddamn, if it's not funny watching him trying to take some stairs, you know? You ever watch him try to walk in general? It's like watching someone trying to ski every day. It's like, okay. I hope that's on YouTube forever. I can't wait because I want John to watch it, and then he's going to write an angry quote in the comments saying he doesn't know me. He's like, this is offensive because I don't know this man. Come on, guys. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was going to do way better than what I just did. But this is comedy, guys. If you guys are in college, get those jobs. Because this shit is just AA for comics. Anyway, that's my time. I'm out of here. Keep it going for your host, Seaweed.
Tony Brune, y'all. Man, aren't all comedians disabled or something like that? I think we all got something wrong with us. Yeah, I was told I got ADHD in high school, and that's disabled too. I guess you guys didn't know. It is a disability. There's like this layer of ADHD though that you can have, and if you're just a little too ADHD, you get put in the classroom with a bunch of other people that you don't really feel like you belong with necessarily, and that was me. So I feel ya. Up next, Jesus Otamendi.
Keep it going for DJ Seaweed, everybody. Come on, make some noise. How's it going, guys? You guys good? You guys chilling? Yeah? You guys having fun? Cool, cool, cool. Oh, alright. You guys fuck with Greek yogurt out there? Any like a character that Joe Pesci would play in a movie? Like pretend I'm Joe Pesci for a second. Like let me get into character. Like Hey, yo, my name's fucking Chobani, man. There's this other Greek yogurt called Oikos Greek yogurt. And, doesn't Oikos sound like an insult for Italian people? Like, pretend I'm Joe Pesci for a second. Like, let me get into character. Like, hey, yo, can you believe this shit? This motherfucker called me a fucking Okio, hey. Fucking forget about it, hey. So the other day I came to the conclusion that if you attach a southern accent to any Starbucks drink, it automatically sounds like a racial slur. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, dirty chai means tea with espresso in it. Have you guys heard of that drink before? Dirty chai lattes? Hell yeah. But once you attach a southern accent to it, it sounds like you're going to say something like, get those damn dirty chais out of here. Those damn dirty chais are taking our jobs, I tell you what. So you guys know when you go to the grocery store and there's like an Asian food section or there's a Hispanic food section? Apparently if you go to Europe or Asia, there's actually an American food section. And it's like, what would they even have there? Like hamburger helper? Like some British guy's just like, oh, how I love the delicacy of Kraft macaroni and cheese. Mommy, what we having for dinner? Oh, some good old American traditional toasty nose pizza rolls. Keep it going for Chobani one more time, everybody. Come on, let's notice for Chobani. When I say Cho, you say Bonnie. Cho. 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 When I say fucking Okio, you say fucking Okio. Fucking Okio. Fucking Okio. Oh no. No, I said fucking Okio. Keep it going for Chobani one more time. Alright. So, I like wearing glasses because it makes me feel smarter than I really am as a person. Like, did you guys know that a platypus actually has 3 hearts? Were you guys aware of that fact out there? No? Just made that shit up, man. Keep it going for fucking Okios one more time, everybody. You guys want to hear a freestyle rap about fish tacos tonight? Can't fucking hear you guys. You guys want to hear a fish taco rap tonight? Alright. Alright, ready? Check it. Yeah. It's about to go down. Yeah. I'm about to start this rap, okay. About to start it right now. I eat fish tacos every fucking day. You already know I don't play any games. I eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Fish tacos every fucking day. How many fish tacos are we eating, guys? Can't fucking hear you guys. How many fish tacos are we eating, guys? 30. And how many? How many a day? 30. Yeah, that was a trick question. I can't take a compliment. The other day, someone told me I really like your hair and your glasses. And at first that sounds like a really nice compliment, but if you think about it, it's just a creative way of saying, I don't like your face. Are you guys aware of the simulation theory out there? Like there are people, if you're not aware of it, there's this great debate as of late as to whether or not we live in a simulation. Some people say we do live in a simulation. Some people say we don't live in a simulation. But if we don't live in a simulation, why are there pugs? You know? Like, I feel like a programmer in the simulation was like, let's take a small canine and mix it with Steve Buscemi. And bam, we have pugs, you know? That's all I'm saying. I'm just out here educating the people, you know? About pugs looking like Steve Buscemi. Keep it going for Chobani one more time, everybody. Come on, make some noise for Chobani. Shit, I kind of want to play the piano, but I don't want to like break it or anything, so I'm not gonna play the piano. No, I'm not gonna play the piano. So, you guys ever go outside and then the wind just fucks up your day? Does that ever happen to you? You ever just go outside and then that bitch ass fucking wind will just fuck you up? I'll kick the wind's ass, dude. I'll fuck it up, man. Do you guys want to hear an impression of the wind? Keep it going for Chobani for the 14th time, everybody. Cool. We're out here. I'm going to do some crowd work. You guys ready for some crowd work tonight? All right, you're ready, dude. What do you do? Cool. All right. That's great. All right, that was the crowd work section of the show. I'm so good at crowd work, guys. I'm so fucking good at crowd work. For me, just thinking about possibly exercising is enough, you know? Like, I don't understand why getting physically exhausted is supposed to get you energized. Like, someone out there is like, you know what really gets me going in the morning? Just fucking running out of breath. But for me, it's like way more simple, you guys. You guys want to know what gets me going in the morning? What? I can't hear you guys. You guys want to know what gets me going in the morning? Damn, I'm fucking high as shit right now, guys. You guys want to know what gets me going in the morning? Just some good old plain old OJ Simpson documentaries. Alright. Cool. Keep it going for Chobani for the 18th time, everybody. I think that's it for me, guys. Thanks. Alright. Bye, everyone.
Jesus fucking Okio Otamendi. Are you sponsored by Chobani or something?
Yes.
They fucking drive by before each show in the parking lot and roll down their window, hold you by your shirt collar. If you don't say it at least 5 times in your fucking set, we're cutting you off. Oh shit, I forgot my phone. I don't know who's next. Oh, the yogurt man. How much yogurt do you eat in a day? Do you eat a lot of yogurt? I feel like it's just constantly on your mind, like every 30 seconds at least. Yo, next up, Drake Belt.
Yeah, keep it going for DJ Seaweed, the show, Yogurt Man. We're going to hit all these topics. I hate Adam and Adrian because I feel like this is exactly how Chris and I wish we looked. Fit, long curly hair, cool ass haircut, skinny. These are what Chris and I are working towards. Hey, YouTube, like and subscribe. You're going to meet Chris later. There's 2 audience members here, group here. YouTube. I'm just going to, talk to all of you. Shouldn't get drunk and high before you do comedy. I bet you're so proud of your kids right now. You're just going to text them and be like, you're perfect. Unless they're performing comedy here tonight, then you're like, no, not at all. Oh, well, he's running it, so that's way different. We're begging for time. Thank you. Thank you. You raised such a great son. I hope he brings me back a ton of times. Hold on, I'm out of breath. Sometimes talking for a long time is really difficult for me. This is going to be a surprise to a lot of people in the room, but I'm fat. Make sure you get my good angles. I don't know where the cameras are. It's so hard to grow up with the name Drake, but grow up with the body Josh. It's going to kill online. Disney just had their investors meeting, and they're like, people that watch cable are 60. People that stream are 30. So yes, the 30-year-olds will love that joke. For the older people, I know that I just look like if Netflix was doing a documentary of John Lovitz when he was at his rock bottom. Anybody have hobbies? Shut the fuck up, Rick. You're ruining this. You're embarrassing me. I'm tired of telling you, Rich. I'm trying to get a great video for YouTube. You're ruining it. Now I got to clip around this. God damn it. All right, we're going to start again. Seaweed's going to introduce me. I'm going to do the same first 4-minute setup now. Cool. Now we're starting. So hard to grow up with the name. No. I have been a little bit concerned about my weight though, so I actually went to the doctor recently, and as soon as I walked in, they looked at me and they go, obese. And I was just there to get my teeth cleaned. Anyone got cool hobbies? I do. Eating. I'm great at it now. It's actually my love language. I find the best excuses to eat. You ever wake up 2 a.m. and think to yourself, why not?
Why not?
Do what you love. Have an Oreo. You eat the sleeve. Eat a bowl of cereal over the kitchen sink so there's no evidence. Handful of shredded cheese. It all goes together. It is also my grocery list. You ever not done a diet because of how bad it makes you feel before you even start? I looked into Weight Watchers. My Dairy Queen order is 3 days worth of points. Who can survive on one Blizzard every 3 days? Insane. I looked into keto. I read it gives you the flu. There is a vaccine for that, people. It's called bread. Eat it. I love it. I'm surviving on it. You should think about it. Raw vegan. That's the callback. That's for this audience. YouTube should have been here. I'm the one viewer. I'm commenting this whole time about my favorite parts of the show. I did read recently that when a boy goes through puberty to become a man, his voice goes through 5 distinct stages to deepen. She gets it already. Can you imagine what I sounded like at age 9? This is where I ended up. Puberty for me was my voice cracked one time, and that was it. I had a comic tell me that my voice sounds like a positive AIDS test, which I thought was mean, but the raw vegan mom laughed a little bit. So I'm going to have to tell him that was actually really funny. Thank you. No, it's like when God made me, he was doing whippets of helium, and he was just like... That's masculine. Let's give this boy the body of a linebacker and the voice of a figure skater. He will kill it. I am married to a woman. I feel like I have to clarify that to a lot of people. I did that recently, and people are like, whoa. Hey, I'm just making Dad proud. No, puberty for me was really interesting because this is the deepest my voice has ever been in my life. And so when I had the sex talk with my parents, I grew up in a divorced household, so totally different experiences. I had to have the sex talk twice. My dad took me to Hooters and goes, any questions? My mom's a nurse, on the other hand, and she made me watch not only the boy video, but the lady video as well. So when I went to school the next day, all the kids at the cafeteria were just like talking about being, like, I'm a boob dude, I'm a butt dude. And I was like, I'm just really concerned with how thick her uterine lining is. I'm really in tuned. I do find it really hard to masturbate. I'm just not my type. Not in the fat dudes. My wife did tell me recently that she'd like to see a medium. She's tired of this XXL. Now, my wife's really into astrology a little too much. It's becoming a personality trait. When I met my wife, we've been together 10 years, and the first question she asked was what sign I was. And when I told her, she goes, we will never make it. In fact, when we got married, we had to change the vows to be through sickness and in health, all planetary alignments, anything in retrograde. She's a Scorpio, so she's insane. An adult who believes in astrology, that's nuts. We had a budget meeting recently, and I said, bring all of your expenses. We're broke. She brought a star chart. That is not how Excel works. We are still poor. We have a son together. He was born last year on the 4th of July, which is really ironic for myself because that was the night I lost my freedom. You've raised him. You get it. No, my wife is really old school, and she didn't want to know what the sex of the baby was, but put me in charge of all the baby shower decorations. And I don't know if you've ever gone shopping for a baby shower, but there's two options, blue and pink. So I just went with the theme and got a banner that said it's cancer. It was either that or it's crabs, and that's gross, everybody. Half the room gets it, and the other half, it's an astrology joke. We're talented comedic writers here in Tucson. I think having kids is super awesome. I know that being a dad is way easier than being a mom, though. I took my son to the grocery store, just him and I, the other day, and this older woman approached us and said, you seem so comfortable with him. You seem so at ease. You must be like such an active father. And no one has described me as active a day in my entire life. I'm a varsity parent now. No, having a child just changes your perspective of everything. I just feel delusional most of the time. My son woke up in the middle of the night the other day, and I changed him, and he just is still awake. So I had to wake my wife up and be like, what do I do next? I just like question my reality all the time. Like when you don't have kids, you can just go out and do whatever you want. And now I'm like, can I have fun? Do I have friends? Can I go to a bar? Do I take a baby with me? I don't know. I did go out drinking the other day, and I had a few too many. My wife, Maddie, was mad. But when I got home, I found myself being like, should I sneak in? I'm like crawling through the window. My wife woke up. She's like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, shh, you'll wake the baby. I took him with me. She was sleeping. I just asked Dad, and I wanted to go out. But yeah, having a kid changes your relationship with everything. Like for me, I felt like the biggest relationship change was my relationship with poop. I don't know. You have to track every bowel movement when you have a kid, otherwise CPS shows up. My son was constipated, and I just found myself every time I changed his diaper being like, I hope it's a poop. I hope it's a poop. Which is honestly such a nice reprieve from my day-to-day life, where I'm usually just like, I hope it's not a shit. I hope it's not a shit. Have you ever shit your pants at work, but it's not bad enough to clock out? But it is bad enough that you have to take your underwear off discreetly in the bathroom and throw it away? You think you're getting away with it too? Until the janitor starts making like awkward eye contact with you. And he's like, I know it's you. It's been 3 days. Stop shitting your pants at work. I feel like you actually might have done that because I was surprised at how much you like that joke, which is totally out of my general demographic with it. So I appreciate you. No, I'm like one of the only people in my friend group that has kids. And so all my friends have pets, though. And I do find myself agreeing with some of them that having kids is similar to having pets. My cat friends don't get. I feel like if you have a cat, it's like a teenager. It can take care of itself. It knows how to use a litter box. Children and like dogs are the same. All dogs are like 2-year-old kids. You have to pick up after them. They vomit inside all the time. And you can take dogs anywhere you want in Tucson. I saw a dog at the grocery store where that woman told me that I look awesome with my kid. Great dad. And I don't know, like, you can leave your dog home alone all day, but I do it with my son once. And I'm the bad guy. I'm crate training him. I find myself leaning into it, though, like my son just bit somebody. So I had to put him down. For his nap. Come on, he's a year old. He's a biter. I love doing weed shows because people just get progressively higher. It's way different than a bar. Like when you got drinking, people keep drinking and they're rowdy. At a weed show, it's like they have 4 edibles. The whole show. Here we are, sleeping. I'm going to do 20 more minutes, so get ready for it. No, I went on vacation recently. My in-laws watched my dogs. Not my kids, I have dogs too. I have a job. Living awesome, I'm here. When my wife got pregnant, she told me, and I was like, I need something for myself. I'm going to start stand-up comedy. No, my in-laws were watching my pets, and sometimes my dogs love my in-laws so much. When I got back, they didn't want to come home with me. And sometimes when you love an animal so much, you just do like the best thing for it, even if it's hard. So I had to put my in-laws down. For their nap, they're old. Come on, I'm going to leave you with this joke because Chris lit me. He's last. I probably have to drive him home. Skinny Chris. I love living with a woman. Like I said, I've been with my wife for 10 years. And when I met my wife, she didn't have health insurance, but she got a yeast infection. And we went grocery shopping. And if you didn't know this, you can actually get a yogurt that clears that up. Not Go-Gurt. That is not what the tube is designed for. Kefir, adding some credibility to this joke. I don't know. It's really great for my wife because it cleared up her yeast infection, but it kind of sucked for me because now I can't even eat yogurt unless it's been in a vagina. I'm just a man of culture. Thank you. People love clapping. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Yogurt jokes.
All the yogurt and eggs. Man, you really put the sweets just right on the grocery list, don't you? I love it. I feel like I try to avoid the sweets and then they get me at the end. Well, I won't try and waste my time getting back up there. I'm just going to say it from back here. Up next, as Drake calls him, it's Skinny Chris. Quinn.
No, he was saying Adrian Skinny Chris because he's got long hair, and that's what I wanted. I'm Fat Chris.
Oh, it's Fat Chris. Never
Drake's
mind.
Fat Drake, but we just call each other regular names. I don't know where to put my beer because it's all musical stuff up
That's
here.
great.
Here's the problem with being fat is I really want to thrift. I want to go to thrift shops. I want to fucking be that guy, you know, buying reused shirts. But when you're fat and you go to thrift shops, all of those shirts have mustard on them. So it's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I want to break fast fashion, but I realize that if you eat fast food, you have to be into fast fashion. That's the problem, you know? Like, I need new shirts. These guys, they just stretch out the necks. It's crazy. Fuck. Cut your hair. Fucking hippie. God damn. Here's how I know I was too fat. Because I bet you're looking at me, you're like, well, we'll see later. Here's how I know I was too fat. I was going to McDonald's. Cover your ears. I was at McDonald's. They fucked up my order. They said, pull over. I pulled over. The lady was like, can I see your receipt? I was like, sure. I grabbed the receipt on my passenger side. I handed it to her. She just looked at me and went, this is from Jack in the Box. It's like, well, I'm fat. I don't know what to tell you. This isn't anything you guys saw coming. I actually did recently lose a bunch of weight. I don't know if anybody that's done that. It's always like the eighth thing you try is never the first thing. First thing I tried a Fitbit, one of those like little workout watches. I had a Fitbit. Right away I was doubting the validity of my Fitbit. I was taking a shit and it beeped, bloop, bloop. You've been working out for 6 minutes. What the fuck? How would you like to categorize this workout? I marked it as squats. I mean, I was just trying to be accurate, you know, across my workout. Fitbit didn't work. I tried intermittent fasting. I was on the 20 and 4 diet where I was just eating for 20 hours and stopping for 4. I don't know. I just kept getting fatter and fatter. I don't get it. I couldn't lose weight until I found keto. And I know my man gave me my recipe for keto, but it worked so well for me that I had friends coming up to me. They were like, damn, man, what are you doing? Are you eating right? Are you exercising? And I was like, yes, I'm eating right. I'm exercising. I'm bold-faced lying to my friends. Because on keto, I've never fucking partied harder or eaten more fast food. I'll just walk into In-N-Out. I'm like, I'm going to use that sound effect all night. So I want you guys to be ready for it. I'll just walk into In-N-Out and I'm like, give me a double-double protein style. And they're just like, okay, just wait in line, sir. I'm like, okay. I'll walk into a bar. I'm like, give me a vodka soda protein style. They're like, first off, you have cocaine all over your face. Second off, I don't know what a protein style drink is. And I'm like, back off. I'm calling Coke keto. It's working gangbusters. So it's crazy. I'm not even kidding. I was like 300 pounds before I did whatever. And I told my friend, I said, like, nothing is working. I think I'm going to start doing Coke. He looked at me. He just gave me a once over. Just went, I don't know, man. I think it's just going to make you eat food faster. I was like, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. He just goes, some drugs are for some people. Coke's not for you. That's all I'm saying. Fuck, man. It's crazy.
Everybody's calling you Raw Vegan Mom. What's your actual name? Kellyanne? Cool. What kind of socks do you have on? These kind of socks? I know. I'm trying to make that connection. What do you think, buddy? You want a new stepdad? I'm out here getting crazy, you guys. Calm down. It's better when there's a fuller audience. When it's 6 people, it's a little awkward. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, felt like we connected on our socks. That's how I feel. It's crazy. Thank you, Sylvia. Man, I thought you were stoned and you just kept going, I'm drunk. I was just like, that's how you know when Sylvia's drunk, when she just keeps going, I'm drunk. It's like, all right. Sylvia might be drunk. If I could meet one person, dead or alive, for me, if I could meet one person, it would be Nelson Mandela. I want to meet Nelson Mandela because I want to know if it's Berenstain Bears or Berenstain Bears. Like, I'm done thinking about this problem out in the streets. It's crazy. Man, I feel like I like Waffle House like my dad likes NASCAR. Just for the crashes. Just for the fucking crashes, you know? Rich, be quiet. I was quiet during your... All right, I wasn't quiet during your set. God damn it. That's what's... Oh, shit, I just got the light. Shit. Ugh. Thank you. I've been watching a lot of TV lately. I'll say this. I've been watching a lot of TV. I've been watching this one show, 16 and Pregnant, where 16-year-olds are pregnant. I guess it's all in the title, you know? But I really wanted the prequel to this show. You guys know. 15 and Unprotected. It's like, Kelly, you can't get pregnant if you do it underwater. Bro, I had her pee right afterwards. Pff, sterilized it. It's science. Fast forward 3 years. Bro, fuck science. You're just like, all right. I guess that's why people don't trust vaccines. I'm trying to preempt somebody else's set. So there you go. All right, I'll switch it up. That's fine. I can switch gears. You think I can't switch gears up here? Sylvia's drunk, so she's laughing at the awkward parts. That's my favorite part. I do feel like there's a divide in this nation. Like this nation's divided. I think everybody knows what I'm referencing, and yet I'm going to continue talking. All across this great nation of ours, people are putting music on through Pandora instead of Spotify, and it's tearing this once great nation we had into two. I can't understand it. Nay, I won't understand it. Spotify's wonderful. It's like the menu at the Cheesecake Factory. You can order anything you want. Pandora is like airline food. You get what they're serving. It was like, hey, man, what did you order? 90s hip-hop mix. Really? What did you get? Meatloaf. Meatloaf. See, I told you I could switch it up. You guys are probably like, this guy can't. I could. I have been watching a lot of TV lately, though, so I got to get back into that bit. So here we go. I have been watching a lot of TV lately. I've been watching this one show, Emily in Paris, where Emily's in Paris. Guess it's all in that name. But then I had this friend come up to me. He goes, hey, man, I just want to tell you, it's Emily in Paris. And I said, hey, man, we can't be friends anymore. So I called Downtown Abbey, Downtown Abbey. He said, hey, it's Downton. I said, hey, I told you before, we're not friends. Get the fuck out of here with that Downton shit. So I'm in the streets. So that's how I say Downton. I've been watching a lot of TV lately. I'm going to have to reiterate it because it is my favorite part, is when it really gets awkward. That's when Sylvia laughs more than anything. I have been watching a lot of TV lately. I've been watching this one shit. I fucked that up. I'm going to go back. I've been watching a lot of TV lately. You watch so much, you watch a movie on TV. I don't know if anybody's done that. I watched this one movie called Limitless, where Bradley Cooper takes this drug and becomes limitless. I guess it's all in the title. I don't know. But every time I see a movie about drugs, like a movie that's like centered around drugs, I feel like that movie has to prove itself to me. And then first two things that Bradley Cooper does after he takes this drug is fuck and clean his apartment. And I was like, all right, this movie has authenticity. These people have done drugs. I have been watching a lot of TV lately. Been watching this one show, Dick Van Dyke, where I guess it's all in that title. You guys probably came here. You didn't think there was going to be a Dick Van Dyke joke, and then there it was, right there in your face. What a great show it was. Now I feel bad because the dog didn't like my Dick Van Dyke joke. He literally got up and left. He was just like, all right, man, that was mediocre. Like, I can't fucking do a Wizard of Oz joke right now. Here we go. I don't have it, Sylvia. You knew that. She keeps saying that when I don't have it ready to go. She goes, do it. I'm just like, I'm going to go home. All right, I'll do other jokes. It's fine. I was just, the dog leaving like really threw my energy off. I don't know if anybody can tell that. That was like my one guy I kept looking at was like, yeah, dude. Because I don't know if anybody knows this, but I love dogs. I love dogs so much that I'll go over to my friend's house and make out with their dogs in front of them. I don't give a fuck. It's a dominance thing. I love drugs. Oh my God, I love drugs. But I fucking hate when my friends do drugs because they can't keep their wits about them. It's a dominance thing. Don't worry. I do have this friend. He's a germaphobe. He's really hard to hang out with. Just like hanging out with him in normal situations is super hard. I try to go to his sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. I've been drinking. I tried to go over to his house for the first time. He said, hey, man, can you take your shoes off? I said, hey, man, my socks are way dirtier than my shoes. So ball is in your court. He just goes, how is that even possible? I was like, I don't think you want me to answer that question. This friendship is on a knife edge, you know? I took 2 naps today. First one just didn't stick. That's the whole joke. Setup, punchline. You ever had that happen? You ever wake up more tired than when you fell asleep? It's crazy. It's counterproductive. It's like when I eat a bunch of edibles and I'm hungry, I'm just like, this isn't going to solve this problem. I don't know what I'm even thinking. Like, what the fuck? I have been going pretty hard at life. I was in Bisbee. I ate a bunch of mushrooms. I'm hanging out in this bar. I'm hallucinating on said mushrooms. This beautiful woman came up to me with her dog. Her dog started smelling me, and she goes, oh, do you have dogs? I just looked at her dead in the face, and I just went, no, my socks are filthy. She just laughed, looked at me expectingly, like, say something else, funny guy. I just looked at her. I just went, I'm on drugs. And that was it. Went home by myself. It's crazy. I've always really wanted to have a threesome. I'm going to reiterate this premise so we're all on the same page. I've always really wanted to have a threesome, but I feel like it's delusional on my part. Like, I can barely make one woman come, let alone a guy right after. I have been having one of the craziest weeks of my life. I'll admit it. I took my car into the shop. It was like making a weird-ass noise. The guy that was working there said, hey, man, what do you think's wrong with it? I was like, I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. I don't know how to fix anything around my house. I don't even know how to chop wood. I'm the type of man that needs a man around the house, you know? I do have this friend. I do have this friend. Every time she sees some guy drive a big-ass truck, she has to comment on his penis size or lack thereof. And it got me thinking, like, do women with large vaginas buy compact cars? You know, for the compensation? And it got me thinking even further because she drives like an F-150 lifted. Must be like a fig Newton down there. Delicious, people. Come on. Dunk your ass in some milk. That's how I eat fig Newtons. One dunk. I don't know if anybody can tell by the set, but I just say shit all the time. Stuff just creeps in my head. I just say it. I do get in trouble from time to time. A comic brought it up literally earlier tonight. This lesbian couple that I know recently became pregnant, and I said, "Did you plan it?" My voice cracked like that when I said it to them, too. It was ridiculous. They were like, "Did we what? The fuck do you think happened? The condom broke?" I was like, "I don't know. You tell me what happens in there. I'll jump in when I hear something familiar." She's like, "I'm not telling you what happens in my bedroom. Stop saying my vagina looks like a fig Newton. Not having a threesome with you and my wife. I can barely make one woman come, let alone a guy right after." And I was like, "You bitch." That's my line. I'll say this. I actually did have a threesome. I'm recently divorced. Thank you. First applause. Normally it's sadness, but I'll take the applause. And I actually did have a threesome, but I'll be honest, my friends had the exact same response. They said it didn't count. So they weren't cheering me. They kept saying it didn't count because I actually had a threesome with two midgets. Calm down. Simmer. My defense. I took a regular woman home from the bar. She was wearing a trench coat. Got her back to my place, took off the trench coat. It was one midget stacked on top of the other. I was like, "You son of a bitch. You are a crafty folk." That's what they say. They are a crafty folk. I told you this. I was having one of the worst weeks of my life. I was up on the north side, went up to visit my dad. The nightmare scenario that you all imagine. Driving in my dad's neighborhood, two kids run out. I'm going a reasonable speed. I'm going 45, so I hit them both. Get out to check. Turns out it's just the two midgets coming from my dad's house because, you know, fathers are like sons. I'm like, "You son of a bitch, Dad, not again." Here's the question I'm going to leave you with, and it's a legitimate one, so... When you bring your car into the shop and the guy goes, "What do you think's wrong with it?" and you know in your heart of hearts that it's making a weird-ass noise because you just hit two LPs coming from your dad's house after he fucked them and beat him at 21. When the mechanic says, "What do you think is wrong with your car?" what the fuck are you supposed to say? He just goes, "Don't even worry, man. It just looks like you got two little smudges right here." And I said, "Smudges? Those were smidgets." All right, guys. Thank you all very much. I'm Chris Quinn.
Boom. Woo, Chris Quinn, y'all. Chris Quinn, Chris Quinn, Chris Quinn. You say it like 2 times fast. Chris Quinn, Chris Quinn. The Chris Quinn. It's Chris Quinn, guys. Fuck, I had a joke. And I said Chris Quinn's name too many goddamn times, and I forgot what the hell the joke was. Oh well.
Was it based on Christian?
No, he's not Christian. I wasn't going religious with it. Although I do have the Jesus thing going on, I guess. Up next is Brady Evans.
Thanks. Give it up for seaweed. That's seaweed. I smoke it. It's going to be better. It'll be better than that. I actually went through a breakup very recently. Anyone have a breakup and like the other person's trying to be your friend about it? Like this girl was telling me, "You're going to find someone else so beautiful and so special." And I was like, "I don't want someone so beautiful and so special. I want you." So she starts packing her shit a little faster. And the crazy thing is like she broke up with me recently, and like we weren't even dating. So I was like, you don't get to do this. You don't get to break up with me if we're not officially dating, you know? And she goes, "Would you want to date?"
would you want to be exclusive? Would you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend? And I said, sure, okay. And then she said, I don't think this is going to work out. And I was like, fuck you, but thank you for doing it the right way. And she's still a part of my life. Like, she still goes to Walmart. I know. It's like, we used to go to Walmart. Holy shit, move on. Weed's legal now, which is cool. I saw this place is 420 friendly. Heard Chris using the word midget. Chris using the word midget is kind of like a black person saying the N-word, It's like, I get it. Like, I get why you can use it and the rest of us can't. Where are you, Chris? He's out? Oh my God. Now I actually feel bad. Like, I didn't want to do that behind his back. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, he came because of me last night. God damn, I'm fucking quick, dude. It's hot. Jeez, is it hot in here? What the fuck? I did mushrooms recently. Oh, no, I was doing weed's legal, which is cool. I like weed being legal, right? Because I could finally go to Chiba Hut with a clean conscience. I'm serious. I go to Chiba Hut, I feel weird about it. Like, I'm heading home from Chiba Hut. I got my sandwich in the front seat. I get pulled over by the cops because I'm white. Cop's like, yo, what is that in your front seat? I'm like, it's a Subway footlong. Okay, it's not a blunt. They didn't teach you the difference at the academy? Did you know if you Google Chiba Hut, the first thing that comes up is a question on Google. It says, does Chiba Hut get you high? Let me tell you why that's funny. Let me explain to you why I'm funny. It's funny because I didn't know I could Google something that many times to where it comes up the first Google search in the algorithm. So I did mushrooms with this girl, and we were kind of around the 45-minute mark. I started to feel some shit. Regret. I started to feel some shit, and I'm like, hey, do you feel anything? And she's like, I feel nothing. I don't feel anything at all. And I was like, great, well, now I know I'm doing mushrooms with a sociopath. And then I hate mushrooms because you wake up with a bunch of wanted posters with your face on it. Wake up with a bunch of Google searches you didn't know you made. I woke up the other day after doing mushrooms. 3 crazy Google searches in my history. 1, can you clone your ex-girlfriend? Self-explanatory. 2, does magic mushrooms ever last forever? And it does. I was high for 127 hours. The whole movie. A couple hours after that, too. It's like 129 hours. 3, does Chiba Hut get you high? One of my friends and I were having lunch recently. He goes, I think my girlfriend's a slut. Because she slept with 3 of my friends before we were together. I was like, man, that is not a slut. Okay, that's a normal, living, breathing Target employee. I see some of you guys looking at me kind of scared here. Just stay with me. I can say that. All right, I've been a Target employee for like 6 years, and I've been a slut for 8. He's like, Target employee, she's never worked at Target. I don't know what you're talking about. That makes no sense. I was like, I'm just saying shit to try to distract you from the fact that I am one of the 3 guys at the beginning of this joke that had sex with her. I tried. I'm not very good with women. I see some of you guys are like, what? That's crazy. I'm not very good with women. I tried hitting on 3 women before this. My friend's like, yo, hit on 3 women. There's no way all 3 of them are going to reject you. Guess how many of the 3 rejected me? Fucking 5. 2 girls rejected me unprovoked. The crazy thing is we were at a strip club. 2 of the girls I asked dances for were like, "You're just not my type." And I'm like, "I don't think you know how this works. Can I speak to the manager, please?" My friend saw my stand-up finally, and he's like, "I don't know why you play this character on stage. You know, you're fine talking to women. You play this loser reject." He's like, "What about that girl you dated for years?" I was like, "Man, that is not a girl. That's a normal, living, breathing slut." Have you ever noticed that when people swap mosquitoes, they always refer to it as a male? You never in your life hear, "Got her." And I figured it out. I figured out why. It's because men suck and parasites suck, right? I can say that. I've been a man for 28 years and I've been a parasite for 6. I was just over at Bison, which is right now, and I wrote this bit that's about to bomb. I was over there and they forgot the bacon on my sandwich. And I wanted to say something, but I was paranoid that they were going to think I'm the type of person just take my bacon off the sandwich and eat it really quick and then be like, "You forgot my bacon." So I did the only logical thing I could do. I turned raw vegan. I know my audience, right? "What's your name, sweetie?" Okay, can I just say, when you say sweetie to a girl that you don't know, you have to say it in a really feminine voice or else it's so creepy. Hey, did you hear the difference? How about this one? "What's your name, sweetie?" Like that, it just sounds so much less threatening. I got this idea for a dollar store. Everything in the store is $1, from big screen TVs to grains of rice. And I know what you're thinking, how is that financially going to work? The key is they have to buy everything from the store. Okay? And to ensure they do, I hire this big ass guy to follow them home, make sure they don't go to any other stores. If they do, they get the shit beat out of them. It's a great idea. You guys can buy in right now if you want. Oh man, you guys don't like that? The fuck? I think women have it worse than men in every way, except for one: getting horny at pool parties. I get a boner at a pool party in 2007. You still hear about that shit to this day. I see a couple of you guys are like, "Oh, yo, that was you, Breakers, 2007? Starting to look familiar." What's going to happen if a girl gets wet at a pool party? Nothing traumatizing. It's not going to ruin their life for years. Local comedians aren't still going to be talking about it on stage. What's going to happen if a woman gets wet at a pool party? Nothing. They're just going to add volume to the pool. Pool maintenance guy shows up in a few days to fill the pool up to account for evaporation. He's like, "Damn, I don't even have to do my job. There must have been some attractive motherfuckers at this pool party." Yep. My friend told me he thought he was racist because we were watching The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. You guys know this film? We were watching The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy, and he's like, "I think I might be racist because all these black people look the same." And I was like, "Man, you're not racist. It's all Eddie. Everyone's Eddie. You understand?" That's all I got for that one. But I know there's something there. There's a little something. Oh, man. Fuck. When people just start saying, "Yeah," that's when you know. That's when you know. That's all right. No, yeah, it's not the worst thing you hear up here. The worst thing I've ever heard was I made a joke and a bunch of people groaned. And then someone stood up in the crowd and then they turn around and they go, "Hey, be nice." That's someone's stepdad, probably. And I was like, not even stepdaddy? Man. Is it hot up here? Jesus. So, I really do think that women have it worse than men. You know, here's another way. Getting roadhead. Women don't know what it's like to get roadhead the same way a guy does. Right? You ever tried giving roadhead to a woman? It's impossible. You got to push your feet up. You guys heard that too, right? Okay, cool. Is that just unexplainable? It's a light? Okay, cool. Was that my light? Please God, was that my light? No, just kidding, kinda. You gotta push her feet back. Her feet don't even reach the pedals, right? Now she's gonna veer off into traffic into some school bus full of elementary school children. Now she's facing vehicular manslaughter. You gotta smuggle a Twizzlers box full of drugs up in jail. You ever done that? It's pretty pleasurable. Now a male dick you could almost give head to by accident, right? To a trusted camp counselor on the way to a field trip in 2002. And then repress it to this day when you're on an open mic stage at Wave Lab. Hey, that's one of the first time people love trauma over here. You guys are like, yo, tell a joke or don't. I got my baby in the car in the parking lot right out there. She needs water. I used to say that about dogs. People were like, that's fucked up. And then now I say it about babies, and people are like, child abuse? You ever been eating a girl out and her dog comes right up behind you and starts eating you out? And, you know, it's funny for the first hour, 45 minutes. And then you're like, will you please stop? I'm not going to do anything. That's gross. I'm not going to do anything else like that. You ever been eating a dog out and a girl comes right up behind you? I got this friend, he makes everything about height. It's so fucking annoying. The other day I walked up to him and I was like, yo, my hamster had babies. He's like, must be nice to be 6 foot. I was like, that doesn't make any sense, man. Just because you're a little shorter than me does not mean you had any less of a chance of impregnating that hamster than I did. I did a lot of research for that joke to make sure hamsters would not lay eggs. He makes everything about height. He's so insecure about his height. Like the other day he tells me, Brady, you have no idea what it's like to be a short guy. I was like, little do you know that I was a fucking baby once? I got this best friend. She's a girl, and a lot of people are weird to you when your best friend's a girl and you're a guy. You know? They say things to me like, have you guys hooked up yet? Have you guys fucked? Have you fucked the shit out of her? I'm like, no, Mom. Fuck the shit out of her. I hardly know her. Right? The only way I would ever have sex with my best friend in any alternate universe, only way I would have sex with her is if she wanted to have sex with me. I was talking to a bunch of girls recently. They were all like, "Oh, you're a comic? Who's your favorite comedian?" I looked them all dead in the eyes. I said, Louis C.K. And all these women look at me disgusted, right? Absolutely horrified. And I couldn't figure out why. I was start trying to defend myself. Look, he's my favorite comic. Okay, he makes me laugh the most. You guys asked. They're still looking at me disgusted. Then finally I realize I look down and my pants are down and I'm jacking off in front of all the women. Classic mistake. J.R.R. Tolkien. You guys know who that is? You guys know who J.K. Rowling is? J.K. Rowling is the Harry Potter novelist. She's been going on this Twitter rant. She goes, ooh, wizards and witches and goblins and ghouls and magic wands. But trans people, bullshit. I don't call people crazy too often. And I don't think I'm going to call her crazy tonight on stage. Oops. I think that if that was me and I was accused of transphobia like that, I would have done the J.R.R. Tolkien method. If you don't know what that is, the J.R.R. Tolkien method, when he was accused of racism later in his life, what he did was he died. I thought that was a really mature way to handle that. You can look this method up, okay? Tons of racists and transphobes have used this method. You got Colonel Sanders. You got Hitler, allegedly. That's it for that one. Fuck. Jerry Seinfeld's another one. What a fucking creep, right? Dude dated a 17-year-old when he was 38. You guys know about that? And it's even creepier when you realize that before his show Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, he had another show that didn't make it to air called Comedians in Vans Offering Candy. I don't know what happened. You guys know what the Pope did before he was the Pope? He was a nightclub bouncer. Look it up. Let me tell you what that means. That means at least one person watching the indoctrination of the new Pope. I don't know if it's called indoctrination. Inauguration of the new Pope. They were watching the indoctrination of the new Pope on MTV2. He pulls up in his Pope mobile. Some guy's at home with his deeply religious parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. Everybody's crying. He looks at that motherfucker coming out of the Pope mobile, and he goes, holy shit, I know this guy. This guy beat my ass right outside of a nightclub and took my fake ID right outside of Buenos Aires. That boot that he fucked me up with was coming right from God. I was going to get a job as a nightclub bouncer recently. My friend were like, yo, what are you going to do with that experience? I was like, eventually I want to become the holiest man on earth. That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Woo. Brady Evans. I wonder if he got his ride done at Pope My Ride. Yo, on that Chiba Hut thing, we do like to do sponsored events here, or catered events here, and Chiba Hut likes to sponsor the motherfucker. That's a beautiful thing. Our last comedy night was sponsored by Chiba Hut. Definitely looking to do more of that. All right, we got, two more here. Adrian Ochoa Gomez. You're the man on the mic.
Buenos dias. Thanks for staying, hanging out. Oh, I'm not ready. Hola. Uy, ay caramba. Muy, muy cansado hoy que no. Así un poquito, ¿verdad? Honestly, it's a little tough. But it's kind of crazy how, you know, how much time passes by, how quickly, how those strands of gray hairs are turning into clumps, taking your parents to the doctor's visit, you know. The other day, I told my brothers, like, hey, if you get ready right now, I'll take you to Toys R Us. And he just kind of stared at me blankly, like you guys, like a teenager does. But I don't know, he's smart. He is on the spectrum, though. And so I'm with him, and I'm trying to pull him off, take him down. But sometimes I hop on. It's fun. We pretend. We like to pretend. You see that LeBron James passed all-time scoring record? He beat Lou Alcindor, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, after he transferred faiths. The more you know, right? We pay attention, right? Did we see the U.S. sending Russian busting tanks to Ukraine, right? All the earthquakes happening in Turkey. It's a bummer. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Fly, just fly. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that Maridoja is legal. I did vote against it though. I have my medical card for it. I know it sounds tough. I tore both my ACLs. I had knee surgery, cracked my collarbone, so I know what medicine I need to use. You know, I was given the Percocet, the Vicodin, the Oxy, and so the Xanax, the Molly, the mushrooms, the acid, the Xanax. I needed all of that. Lean. Lean was probably the coolest high I've ever been. It's like a cartoon, for real. Like, you are moving in slow motion. But that stuff will make you retarded or have seizures, whichever one's first. Will YouTube bleep that? I'm sorry, YouTube. But I don't know. I like spick shit. I think that sometimes I'm a bad Mexican. My dad was a plumber for like a decade, and my buddy reminded me the other day, he's like, "You're terrible around the house. You don't know how to fix anything. You don't know how to glue, nail." What that fatter guy said, that looks like me, chop wood. It'd be nice to have a man around the house for sure. But he got fired because of 9/11. You know, we were talking about it. That's why. But I don't know. You can always have those buddies kind of freaking out on you, asking questions. Like the other day, I was over at his house, you know, crushing up a pill like I normally do. He walks out of the bathroom and he starts charging at me. He's like, "What are you doing,